was. Put your hand over your face, it looked like.
Cool.
Alright, your turn.
Alright, so you
Yeah, do you get one every time you pass around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time it's your turn.
That, and then I just collected 3.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Alright,
Good,
then 1, and then that was a terrible roll.
It was fantastic. You got 3.
It didn't even roll.
That's all they better in the rolls. In
Okay, so
terms of outcome, at least.
okay, rest challenge, spirit. Okay, I'm gonna go to the spirit side, and then explore.
It's like a horse.
Knight of the wand. Spirit and wand. The other one, I'll do this. Knight of swords. And
You get one more.
so one. No, that was it.
Yeah.
1 move and then 2 searches.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
My turn?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice one.
Cool.
Starting out strong.
I guess a little challenge. I always like a good challenge. So that moves to power. That's interesting for a religion.
Well, hey, Hierophant under one religion. It is power pretty central to the
1,
theme.
2, 3, and then I'll just take power.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm moving from challenge to power. Okay.
So you can flip over that card.
Oh, that's right. It's supposed to flip over automatically. King of Swords.
You rolled a 4, right?
I did.
Took
One,
one, you flipped over
flip.
1.
Then move again.
Okay, then
And
you
then took.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
One.
you get a blood, sweat, and tears
Yeah.
first. Then you get
2.
So, the storytelling part. What do you guys think, just in general? Because here we are starting out, we haven't really done too much about incorporating with each initial move part of the story of what the quest is about. Like, okay, these are the major things. I'm choosing to step into this magic because.
Yeah.
You guys want to?
Yeah, I want to take a round on it. For sure.
Well, I guess I will take the rest just to start it and then go around. Or unless anyone else wants to start.
Go ahead.
I just want to control the whole realm
Okay.
with my new religion.
Magic. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. Hey.
Magic's power.
Yeah.
Okay.
So be it.
Yeah.
For spirit, yeah, I just immediately thought for my character, like I didn't want to like this dual wield, this fighty or whatever. So I just immediately thought, okay, how can I make the best use of this? And I just thought, okay, spirit, a fighting spirit. If nothing else, then just like the embodiment of doing something inspiritedly. And so that's where I took my first step. Yeah.
Okay, my character felt that in this world of magic domination, it was going to be very challenging. So we moved through the land of challenge into the unknown to
All right.
advance magic or the religious of this
Awesome.
world.
Awesome. So now, honestly, I only chose rest because it was the odd one out. If I had gone with my intuition, my gut, I would have chose magic, and I would have done so for the power struggle that's going to emerge between me and Kyle over that area. In fact, do you guys mind if I just make that one move?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I left rest because I could tell that rest was not something that was coming in the beginning of this. This is something more towards the end. Gosh, it's making me even rethink that move. I mean, I guess there's too many retake it backs going on already.
You know what? Our house rules for magic are, friendly mulligans. You know, so. Mulligan, we always say to play a better game, right?
For us, if it advances the story.
Yeah, pretty much. Even in magic. Like, literally.
Right to rest.
So, from all of those, I'm going back to rest. Yeah. I'm going back to rest because it emerged from that little boondoggle there. I'm going back because it appears to be what might become the more important ground later on in the emergent struggle.
Without resting, the body breaks down.
The challenge will overtake.
Right, and in any good religion, you need a rest day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're just starting with your
Ease
rest.
the passage. Yep. All right, and that is my move.
Cool.
All done.
Oh, it's me.
Yes, sir. That was not a good roll either. That was a slide. That was a great slide.
Yeah. Retry.
Did you get your card?
That guy. What is it?
You got your blood card?
Oh no, I forgot to get my blood card.
There you go.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
What is that one? Looks like 4 of a sword.
Alright.
King of Wands. That should be powerful for this realm.
It looks like it's going to. Oh wait, that's more than. So you gotta go.
You have to move.
Oh, you have to go.
You gotta
Yeah.
take it, and
Okay.
then you have to jump there and take it.
Yeah.
So that's 4 total. So that gets you 1 card. Those two.
Can I go to this one? Do
Yeah.
you decide?
Yeah, you can go
Do
diagonal.
that one.
And then
That was 2.
that was
Judgment. Judgment. Cool. It's starting off real good.
Hey, it's very religious.
I know, that really just worked out great. Where you got a starting story.
Are you done with your turn? Where'd that die
I
go?
gotta find a martyr.
Oh, there it is. It's behind the puck. Covers it completely.
You wanna be my martyr?
Hey,
Whoa.
born for it.
Okay.
All right.
Not really roll, but
Well, it was a juggle, actually, is what it was.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, one of those at least, and then let's see what I can spend for.
roll the dice.
I've heard tale of the Knight of Swords, or the King of Swords, and I have met his kin. Oh, is that the Knight of Wands? Okay, well, the Wands is going to work better in this religious.
But he's got King of Wands, yeah.
Oh, no, that's.
No,
He's
he's
got
got the King.
He's
of
got the
Wands.
King of Wands. Oh my gosh! So I've got these kings. Oh my gosh! Well, you know what?
You've got a choice.
No, I don't. I'm gonna take this guy
Okay.
first of all. So that's 1, 2, right? And
I'm gonna
then
buy up all the kings.
oh, I'm taking all the knights.
I'll buy them up. Well, they work for
They're
the
gonna-
kings.
They may, but I'm gonna have their
They're rogue.
spirit I'm gonna have their spirit as my
They've gone off
as the
grid.
guide. All right, that's 4.
Freelancing.
That was my 4 points right there.
Both of
What is
those
this
knights
one?
have horses.
Yeah, yeah, they're already
Should have
high
also
horses.
question what is that? And that's
7
of the
swords.
swords.
Yeah.
Probably should have taken that before I moved too.
Probably.
Shit.
Can I just do that and truncate the movement crap?
Well, that's 2.
Is it 2?
Yeah, because you have to move and then take.
Well, I was already there when I was on him, right?
Oh, so
And it
you're
flipped automatically.
more
and I'm
getting.
just taking
Okay,
I'm only
you're-
gonna I'm just taking the 1, which
Right.
is just 1 more point, right?
Yeah.
And,
And then that's
and
when
then
you
this
just-
would have flipped too.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's the 10. 10 of swords.
Shit. Well then, what is this?
Happiness.
Oh my
Which
God.
one do you want more?
Well,
I'm gonna take the happiness. I gotta
Yeah.
balance this out.
Well, I mean,
I gotta balance this out.
that could be a tenet of religion is happiness.
Well, and it's also the cups. It's what, the 10 of cups or 8 of cups?
Page 1.
Something.
You eat cups, yeah.
Page me later.
Okay. Well, that's fun. All right, that was good. It was a good set.
All right.
Let's see. I'm feeling the spirits of this thing.
2. Get one of these. And then I'm going to just take the King of Swords, and his challenging mission is to somehow create a religion from his swordy goodness.
Hey, there's many
Excalibur.
religions run by swords.
Exactly.
It's a thing.
You live by the sword, you'll die by the sword. What is that? The
Good
Hanged
drums,
Man?
That's pretty religious.
You'll definitely need that guy.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanna
Yeah, I
go
think
with
so. This is the punishment for all refractions to my.
If nothing else, a
Yeah.
trade off to to another.
Ooh, that's
It's
definitely
good
religious
context.
right there.
What is that one?
It's a chapel. It's like a 3 of disc, I think.
Okay, so it's an artifact, like a building.
Yeah.
Then I'll take that one too. And flip this.
Okay.
Got all the puzzle
And
pieces.
The Aeon?
the moon.
The moon.
Ooh.
Because
That's gonna be useful. Yeah, the star and the moon.
That
You can
might
collect
be very
the.
relational.
Yeah.
3. All right.
That's all the celestial bodies.
So I need to take that
Yes.
for starting. Let's see.
I'm looking for my prophets, James.
What do you see?
My prophets, my king of swords.
The King of Swords is looking for the prophets.
You're my minions that go out and spread my religion.
We'll see how that satiates my
Your
spirit of,
spirit, yes.
of knights.
The sun. Go there.
I'm going to take it.
The sun. The sun. Oh, sun religion, moon religion,
Mm-hmm.
different sects of the stars.
Offshoots and branches.
I guess it depends on who can found the religion first.
The king of cups.
I worship the sun.
Raw.
Right.
Yes.
It is building.
It's so good.
Raw dog.
All right, that is my turn. It is
That could be your DJ name.
DJ Raw Dog.
3.
Okay, blood, sweat, and tears first.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna take the judgment.
Yeah, that's definitely
It's a
good.
religious,
Yeah.
makes sense.
What does that say?
Aeon.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
well, that's a powerful
definitely.
one.
So I'll take one of those.
Queen of Pentacles.
Huh.
And I need her too.
All
I
right.
don't, yeah, I don't know about that one. That's been
Actually,
interesting.
Wait, you get another one of these because you should have gotten 2
Because you had a
Yeah.
already.
Oh, that's right. For each of
Yeah.
your, I forgot
Oh,
about that rule.
is this a new thing?
Well, we got it last time.
Yeah,
So-
kind of.
You're good. You needed one more of these
'Cause you already
and
had a
I just
character
gave it to you. So you're
Because every character. Gives
Every one of
you
these characters you have gives you one of these
That's
per
right, I
turn,
remember
right?
that.
That's how you
Uh-huh.
earn those
at the
more.
beginning of the turn.
I
whatever you
forgot
got.
about that rule. It's really good.
Since-
I just
so-
got to speed the game up a lot.
Exactly.
Wow.
How did that get
Flipped?
not flipped?
Nobody
There's a lot more
flipped it.
cards on it than I think there should be currently. You only put 3 on each, right? And there's like 5 here. Oh, you put 5 here?
Yeah, there
Each
was
one?
5 on this one. I've
Yeah.
taken
Oh,
all
5
of
on
them
each
here.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, so yeah, 60
I would-
total. Had we only been doing 3?
I had only been placing 3 on.
Oh,
But you know
okay.
what? I think this is
cool.
fine. We have
Okay.
enough, and you
It
did.
can be augmented game styles.
Because he's already gotten down to flipping over one.
Experts on
I'm not
tap.
worried about it now.
Yeah.
Like after you did the culling of this, I feel
Okay.
like there's a lot more specific cards and not as many
Yeah.
repeats. So this is going to be far better. 5 is
Ooh,
fine.
Experts on
Yeah.
top. Okay.
So, are you gonna tell a story
But yeah, flip the
Yeah, what does that say?
in relation to the one religion? It's called experts on tap. Don't worry
Experts.
about the rest of the words.
Is that
So what does that mean?
That you have a group of experts that
Uh-huh.
are just right there available to you to access at will.
Your Fauci's.
Oh, my Like puppets.
Oh,
Experts
yeah.
on tap. Is that what you-
An expert is only an expert if people believe that he's an
Yeah,
expert.
yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean they are
Yeah.
Press
experts.
release. Okay, so I like bought up the media and they're just kind of spewing whatever I write down.
yeah.
in the
So,
break room.
Your propaganda is now
I
well.
use my
You have
dark
experts
magic.
on tap. Yes,
Yeah.
we
It's the
have
new
this
religion.
person. He knows
Exactly.
Yeah.
For his voice in the
They are
live stream.
evangelizing your religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Church of Jabbo.
Okay.
All right.
All right. He's down. Yeah, pretty much. That's,
So,
should I tell it better? Or?
is that your? No, that's good. Is that you done?
Fantastic.
It's really on it.
Are you all
Yeah.
done now, though?
Yeah. I'm gonna save up for a nice tower.
So I get 3.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Huzzah.
So how do you get? Where are your puppets? Like, what's the puppet system?
Well, I think it's more maybe this land will present you with more token evangelists that you spread out on your unit. So it's your experts. It's gonna you're gonna get if you build your tower there. It's gonna be
You can start those wherever they end up. That can start influencing. Like kind of infecting
the surrounding
areas.
areas.
Areas with their propaganda.
Yes.
Perfect. I want to do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna use one. Explore this. Queen of Discs.
Damn.
You got the Queen of Pentacles.
She's like an off-brand, I think. She like
Yeah.
kinda-
So this is the other side.
Yeah, she's trying
Same
to.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there
Oh,
was a double.
okay.
Yeah, she's trying to take her job. Take her off the pinnacle.
I mean, religions. There's a million different people sprouting
She's
almost
the
exactly
one.
the same thing.
She's the one. This is the one though.
Prince of Cups.
Yes.
She invented the
Princess of
pinnacle.
Cups.
Princess of Cups.
She reinvented the pinnacle.
This is pretty much my. Pretty much my GM right here. So let me see. Page of Wands. All right.
There you go.
Yeah, all right. Page of Wands. Yes.
Get him out of here.
Yeah.
What does he do?
I don't know. But he's a page.
Yes, he's got a wand.
Yes.
It's a big one. It's taller than he is. Strength.
Strength?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
that's a
9
strength
of
one.
wand.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
You never know when you're going to
Very
need
good
that.
pairing.
What is that? Abundance. Oh my.
Oh boy.
There's a fountain here.
Yes.
Provides. Yes, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And then I can do this
And
thing.
then we get to see what the
Opening and welcome.
is your
What a good spirit.
this land is opening and welcome to either the heathens or the religiously inclined.
Oh, see, now I'm going to set up my own empire now.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Switzerland here. All right.
That's why you have all the different knights of every religion out there.
That's
You know?
it.
It's
Okay.
Yes.
it is a conglomeration of the religions are welcome there.
Yes. And it brings abundance.
Yes.
Okay.
Like a nice desk job.
I need to build an office building.
You'll get to be on TV.
Okay, here's the real question: who am I gonna throne currently or attempt to? We got the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles
And King of Wands.
Oh, King of
I got-
Wands.
I got
That's what it's
two-
King of Wands. It's swords, right? And
two
so
hierarchies.
both of those are. So I got two of them of the wands,
Oh. So you work
and
for
only
this guy.
one of the swords. Now, question here for me is: does that mean that I am extra influenced by the Wand King because I've got two people under that religion, whatever that
Or
spawns?
vice versa.
Yeah, or vice versa. I don't know.
Okay, but do the religions have to align under the kings? Like,
I don't know, but there's
Is it-
got to be
is
an
it-
influence there somewhere.
Is the government
Isn't he the one that makes
in
the
alignment
religion?
with with the religion?
or you separate?
That hasn't been established
Right,
yet.
that hasn't been
Yeah.
established. The story
So-
hasn't come out yet.
It's a
the
bit.
Unrated
You're at the
line.
bottom, so
Exactly.
to speak, right? Could
Right.
be,
we haven't come up with that story yet.
Okay.
could be
All right.
I got
reverse
my guys
hierarchy.
writing it right now.
Okay. This chance to be incredibly tricky. Let's go. I'm gonna install him. Was it 2 to install a character, or was it 1 to install a character on that?
One to
Line.
install character.
Well,
Do you have a?
Or does it
Well,
have to go?
two, 'cause
You have to have an
call
artifact
Yeah.
and
You have to
the
have a-
character
you have to have an
in order to build
a
a
castle.
castle.
Now, is abundance or in happiness, or those are instance cards,
This would be it.
or
That's
this is
what-
not. This is an
Those
artifact.
are cups.
That's
actually.
what the-
Abundance and happiness are both cups.
Cups are artifacts in this case, though. Yeah. Okay. So I could put them in there.
these are the
Yes, but that's going to make you more possible to be knocked over by someone later because you're not matched with your set.
Cool.
Okay, so then the swords, right? So then this one would be a
Yes.
match with the set, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now
Wait, you put like
thinking along those lines.
bad combinations, you get like
It's affinity to some degree in this case.
Get rolled over.
Swords with swords
Yeah,
versus
right.
swords with wands,
Uh-huh.
right? There's just an affinity
you're
difference
like
there.
stronger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In a tie match,
Like higher
you
defense.
lose if
Okay.
you're
Right.
not of the affinity.
Yep.
So are these artifacts, or what would these be?
That's an artifact. That's a trump. That's an instance.
Oh, a what?
An instance.
Magic.
Magic.
You
Okay.
cast it to
Uh-huh.
to do something.
Or you can use it to build a religion with.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
She's like, I'm gonna use.
So
I'm gonna build a
essentially,
religion
it's
around the
two,
sun.
one for the
Right.
character,
So
one
you
for the
build it
artifact.
around,
I think.
The
Okay, that's
Aeon's the timeless
Yes.
cycle of change.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I get 2 because I have the king. Don't do that. 4. Okay.
Very
Oh,
nice.
that's hell of a
So-
good roll.
My character decides to in his journeys he decides that his religion is going to be opposing the sun religion. And
Yes.
through
Moon
sword
boys are
and,
light.
through sword and damage we will
Breaking
dominate.
bread together. Listen to
Obviously
Oh,
I'm not
bread
building.
wedding,
Yeah,
right?
obviously I'm not building my castle
Yes.
there.
No.
Do you have a story
So,
for us?
so in this land of
Gotta keep your enemies closer.
of breaking bread together, we decide that this land is not for us, and we must move on to dominate our religion.
Yes.
So that's
Screw
one.
this bread.
So that was 1 point. I'm gonna go.
What is this, rye?
2 over here,
It's just the bread
Prince of
religion. You
Cups.
gotta rebrand.
3 over here. Knight of Wands.
Nice.
And I'm gonna move my character back into the land of challenge. And that would be all 4.
Double
then,
it again.
Then I'm going to my Knight King of Swords and build his church in the land of challenge. And that costs 2. I think that's good.
Very interesting.
Okay. Well, I will take my 1.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Damn.
The sun provides.
Need to get myself this King of Cups.
Yeah.
Match.
Oh, interesting. It's like a safety card right there.
I think it's more along of gaining religious acumen through
study, or go off into the woods and you
go off
hermitize yourself
and live in a
right,
cave.
and you just gain a bunch of mana.
Yeah, he's just a mana generator.
But you can't use it until he comes back. He has to come back into society and show what he's learned.
Yes.
As you, Kyle?
Oh yeah. What's that dice out right here? And you get 1 for each character.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You get 4 total. No, 3.
4?
1, 2, 3.
That's
no,
the
judge
character?
your
Judge's
regular
not a
one.
character.
Oh, Judge.
It's
Oh,
an
okay.
instance.
It's got a period there. Yeah. I see.
Oh yeah.
That's also like Trump in the call for the rapture. So
Oh cool.
it's,
Oh, I see.
it's
We'll
the
need
final
that
All the
day.
people in the boxes are in the
Uh-huh.
coffins, I guess.
Getting up.
Yeah,
Save
zombie
that
day.
when, my followers turn on me.
Man, you're building up quite the
Resume.
manpower.
Cups. Or actually, sorry. I'm gonna do. Is this an artifact?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'm gonna do these 2 right here. Or I did a 3. So yeah, I'll do 2 on that. And what does that do exactly? Because I forgot.
That is now it's now possible to build a castle there.
And don't you need like
You need a person and an artifact
okay,
on the land, controlling that land, and then
2 more.
blood, sweat, and tears to create your castle.
Yeah.
2 more.
Yeah,
or just
two,
1
two,
more?
2 more to create the castle.
Okay.
The creating castle.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
2.
I'm just gonna do that. So, yeah.
What are we using for castles?
We had one. I had several.
We have this.
Yeah, if you want to use that, it's
That too.
Okay. Monolith.
The monolith. Cool. King of Wands with the phallic monolith.
Yeah.
That works.
And then
Oh, yes.
so I'm just gonna go. So it's one to land, and then it'd be another to pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's one out of that point, and then I'm gonna use another. Or wait, did I already use that? Shit.
No, now you put a card in for that pull.
Okay.
That one. Yep.
Yeah. What do we got?
Princess of Destiny.
All right, I'll just sit on that. Yeah. Your judgment's coming.
I know. You got the eons, you got the judgment of the ages. That's a pretty powerful religion right there.
Yeah, you have to feel bad all the time.
Like here we are looking at celestial bodies. It's like I'm outside of time.
Yep.
My turn? So then... Okay, still got 2 there, so 3. And then 4.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I have swords. Well, that's right, because I was building that thing, so I was going to do that again. So yeah, me too. Well, yeah, I am doing that. Alright, so that's 2. And then... Well, I guess that's fine where it is. I guess I need to go out and do some more exploring while my kingdom starts generating some stuff. My dojo, my spirit dojo. Land of magic.
So what does opening welcome do for you as a?
It allows for me. I am imagining it allows for me to
Diversify.
well to have some kind of ability to connect with everybody, or maybe a bonus for connecting with everybody.
Breaking the
Right?
bread.
Yes.
Possibly. Yes. Thankfully, there's no kingdoms out there, so I don't have to do that part. Just screw that bribery. Yeah. So, but yeah, so that I'm imagining something like that,
Okay.
and then
Nice.
yeah, I just gotta go out and kind of like. Well, I mean, I know of these. I know this king of it's a king of wands is out there.
Yeah.
That king of swords is out there too, right?
Yes.
So I know of these 2 kingdoms, and I've got knights, at least the knight of swords, in my kingdom,
You got your moles.
representing. Yeah, my moles, to some degree.
Your rogue agent.
So I might need to go build a pathway out to the king of wands, as it were.
Oh.
Because I've already got a representative there to some degree. I at least know of your philosophies.
Yes.
You're gonna need several permits.
Hey, man, if that's what satiates the religious ties here, then so be it. All right, so I'm gonna move then
All
two
about
more.
judgment over here.
Let's just pick up some stuff on the way. Let's go straight to you.
Yeah.
But I'll use the other point for this. And then,
Damn, I was gonna get that next.
hey, maybe we can talk. I'm on my way to you right now. There's the Prince of Wands. Hey, I met somebody on the road.
Oh, cool.
You might know.
Yeah. That
Okay.
scab kicked him out months ago.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Invite the Prince of Wands
I'm
to
gonna
your
invite him.
religion.
I will.
That's the
I'll tell him of
princess,
my dream.
actually.
Princess, I can't.
Yeah, like a whole
Don't
horde following him.
misgender.
Oh my gosh. We are so not about that. We are opening and welcoming this kingdom. Okay.
All forms of misgenders here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not a biologist.
We're none of us are biologists. We welcome all misgendering.
Well, I identify as a biologist.
Yeah, right. That is my gender.
My pronouns are biologist, anthropologist.
Yes. Doctor.
Doctor, soldier.
Dragon is.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
you're out there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm guarding it.
Kyle's
You're
built
guarding it.
now.
All right. Well, are you friendly or hostile? If I move into
I
the territory,
don't
will you
know.
attack me?
What do you want?
Well, I got this princess that I've swooned over here.
You got brochures.
I got swords.
You got swords.
And abundance. I got an abundance of swords.
Okay.
But it's all in happiness.
Oh.
They're happy swords.
Yeah, they're
Are
happy
they
swords.
hexed?
No,
Where'd you get 'em?
they're horizoned.
They're
They're
unhappy swords.
and they're triangled.
They're against war.
Wait, didn't you find the swords in the opening and welcome? They could be welcoming swords.
If you
They're
wind
Nerf
up,
swords.
so what's some power that a person gets if they have multiple of the same house? So you're trying to
suit bonus?
offer him, right?
Uh-huh.
You're trying like, oh, I've met this individual, this wayward young princess of yours,
Uh-huh.
and so is there something that can be exchanged that say, if all wands are present, that's
Oh my gosh, yeah.
then you get what? I don't know what.
I don't know. It's just some
More
kind of
trust.
some kind of affinity bonus
For wands, I would think it'd be more mana generation.
Yeah.
For swords, it would be more combat oriented.
All right, if this is kind of a deeper like mechanic here, but it's
Uh-huh.
thinking about the idea of the characters with like swords having blood, sweat, and tears, and the characters with the wands or something generating mana as their default.
Okay.
We need to think of some mechanic that we can spend mana on at a low level. That's not the grander stuff we were talking about. We can figure that out. That might be a good way to kind of give these characters more. Why am I going for this character versus this character? I don't want to do all magic, or I don't want to split between the two. I need to make a choice of one or the other, right?
What if
Something like
it
that.
was the mana gets placed on the boards and it improves lands, improves generation. It can improve generation.
So you spend mana to do more work on a space that's
Right.
ongoing versus the blood, sweat, and tears, which gets used up.
Right.
That makes them a lot more powerful, though.
Right. But they can't be used by a mage if he hasn't been equipped with a wand, I would think.
Same as a sword, as a knight with a sword, though.
Right.
It's really just an affinity bonus there at that point. But then the actual application of the mana is what, like, turn after turn is pretty powerful. For generation, we need it. I feel like we need to spend it on something, especially if we're getting one per turn. Even if it's the same basic actions that the blood, sweat, and tears can do, but there's also like a different one that it can do. Like this can change efforts. This is needed for Godland construction, moving pieces in a route. Maybe that needs mana as well, but mana can only cast. Maybe mana is what you use to cast the instances.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that like something you can affect on the world or the people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it
Like,
would be judgment.
So, yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I like that a lot better.
That's it.
Yeah.
So if you
Okay.
want to cast it as an
How
instance,
many mana points would you need to
So,
do like a certain thing, for example?
let's see.
I'm gonna say
Um,
2 is a default, really,
Okay.
and we might need to increase it.
yeah,
Depending
because
on
say,
what it is.
because say this is 20. These are.
Are gonna be
I
hectic
thought it was
to
20.
do it like this, but like something to do with the number that's on there, right? Especially if I've got.
I was gonna say
it's
that,
like,
yeah.
you know, I've got three guys at wands here. In 3 turns, I can have this happiness cast
Yeah.
down, right?
Uh-huh.
But that won't
But that
happen
is
if I
an
put them
artifact.
onto.
Yeah.
Well, see now maybe it's casting it as an artifact or casting it as an instance, right?
Okay.
I can hold on to this, but it's going to cost me that many to do the cast of it, so I have to build up and then I can cast it. Whereas if I also put it, or if I otherwise put it on the board as an artifact, I don't have that casting power like that, but it does some constant effect on the
On
field,
the field.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you can use it in either way. It's just a matter of how you're getting the points
To
to
build
use
the
it.
artifact on the field costs blood, sweat, and tears. Yes, and to cast it as from your board would require mana.
Okay, maybe to cast it anywhere would cost the mana, but to have it on the board also gives the added effect of
Whatever the passive effect that's on the
of
card.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
So that way you want to get it landed, you can still use it, you can still pay the mana for it,
Right.
but then it's just whether you can use it when you're just on the field going around or just from that anchored position.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, it makes sense?
Sure.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Just want to explain it to you before it totally annihilates.
You to understand.
Yeah, you should understand why
I
you're
want you to
trying
comprehend.
There will be a test for your final breath.
Be a pop quiz.
It certainly
These are
feels
the
like
final
it in this
blows.
case. I'm
Eternal
sorry.
done.
Yeah, that was 4. I spent my 4 doing that stuff. Not quite yet, because I was going to try and go into his territory, and that's where we were trying to figure out
Oh, that's right. You wanted to know if he was
if he
Hostile.
was hostile or not.
well.
Well,
You know
and this
what?
is where we were talking about the affinity of these things, but we already decided what that does.
30-foot dragon.
These are what?
Is he hostile?
The 3-foot dragon. I figure it's a tattoo or something.
You have to enter
I
his
thought
lands.
it was a tattoo.
You have to enter his lands to find out if he's hostile.
All right.
Okay.
You know what? All right.
Yeah,
Fair
it's gonna be
enough.
like a rolling system or like something that determines
the
if
okay.
we are hostile towards each other. Like
Well,
Some-
no, you decide if you're hostile.
Well,
The
it's-
outcomes.
it's-
Oh, yeah, okay.
Now,
Yeah, fair.
character cards might have hostile prefixes or something.
Well, see, that's where the rolling of it might be. It's the rolling plus the affinity, right? So I have an affinity of +3 to whatever that roll is. I'm just trying to get more than half on it.
Right.
Maybe something like that.
But that's different than the characters' avatars. The avatars can be based on whoever's there, whoever's playing. Like,
The other thing is we could do like a multi-choice system here where we just say, okay, first of all, are we just straight up hostile or not?
what religion do you subscribe to? The sun one?
Oh, shit.
Sun, moon, or stars, James.
Oh, okay.
But James is.
I already, but yeah, I've only heard of the moon. The moon.
Well, I haven't actually discovered or started worshiping the moon.
It doesn't-
I've created my.
This is
I've
all
just
rumors.
created my church.
This is all rumors. It's all rumors. But I haven't heard. But I have not heard of them.
Yes.
I have not heard of rumors of them yet.
The story has not been told.
Exactly.
The myth.
Exactly. So I gotta say, I've only heard of this Moon Knight, but we're open and welcome to
Yeah, come on over.
to your sun ways.
Come on over.
You're
I don't
you're
know
in
if
search
he's
of
not the sun
enlightenment.
god
James.
either yet.
I'm trying to block out the sun with my
Yeah,
monolith. so
okay.
my temples.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna come over in here and hang out for a
Hierarchy.
second. Right.
Okay.
Hey, by the way,
Yeah. They're
I
cool.
met some of your peeps, and they're super tight. Look at them all like sunlight and stuff.
Uh-huh.
They've all got that red
They're
sunlight.
just hanging out,
Yeah.
on the job.
Indeed,
Yeah.
doing their thing. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I also like swords, just so you know. Cuts.
What happened to that guy? I don't know.
Don't worry about him. He was just feeling the spirit. Feeling it real good.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Two.
So is the moon in this world an artifact or a spell?
Well, it's an instance,
Okay.
or
We
it's
talked about
looking for building
landing,
religions out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
See, that's what I kind of want to do. I want to build my kingdom
Yeah.
because I have my church there. So I
Right.
want to build my kingdom for 2 points. And in the kingdom of Kings of Swords, we worship. Yeah. Well, no, those were the 2
See,
points.
So okay, so to install an artifact would be blood, sweat, and tears. To install a
Right.
those things,
Uh huh.
I would think it would need some amount of mana generation. So
Well, this will be because I have my church. I now need a religious aspect. I am founding my religion.
Okay.
And so it's blood, sweat, and tears, I would think. And once I have a religion, then it will
it's
generate mana
Okay,
every
yeah,
turn.
that makes sense.
So
Yeah, go for it.
So I think it's going to cost. I would think 2
Yeah. Like
to
I
get
think
to
anything, put on the
found
field.
my religion.
Yeah.
All right.
And so the religion of the moon, the ever changing tide,
Entered the field.
the ever changing tide
That'll
is
tell
on the
us.
field,
Oh my gosh.
and
This is the
it
ever-changing
generates.
Uh-huh.
Whose blood is that?
And we are a religion of warriors, and if you don't follow our religion, you will die.
Cool.
We put you to
You
the sword.
must go with the flow.
Yeah, exactly.
Of our sword.
Yes.
And every turn I generate water mana. I figured
Okay.
it's the moon, tide, water.
I'm doing our PR.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
guess elements have entered the field. I don't know if it's uncharted territory. to some
Exactly.
degree.
I know.
But hey, I love it. You
Uh,
chose that. You
dice
chose the blue mana.
is
It generates mana every
Yeah.
turn.
I think that works.
there.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Watch the spirit spice. Nice.
4.
Yay.
Okay, first I gotta take 2 of those for starters. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna need that cup that I'm sitting on. Right there.
Fellow cupbearer.
That's 1. Oh yes. I got the king though. Ooh, and the emperor. The emperor
Oh,
seems
man.
pretty important to emperor. I mean, to running a sun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Emperor of the Sun.
Wow. Take that too. Yep.
Yeah. that's
King of
pretty good.
Swords versus Emperor of the
Yeah.
Sun.
Oh, and there's a knight
Yeah,
of
but
swords.
you've got the religion of the moon on your side. I mean, that's a pretty good counterbalance.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's
It
like-
is.
So,
You
you
can
know.
invent theater so you can have your musical next.
But I mean, he's got to pass your challenges, and
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
and he's got to be able to withstand the tides, go with the flow,
Mhm.
right? So, I'm ready to get this. What the hell is he called?
The Hierophant.
Hierophant. I cannot encode that word into my mind.
And so I've got 2 more. I'm gonna go ahead and take that Knight of Swords. Looks like he's gonna be useful down the road.
Like an elephant.
Ooh, the Prince of Wands.
Because that's pretty much
Yeah,
smoky,
I know that
right?
guy.
Oh man. Yeah, we're getting the followers together, guys.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Then do it.
It'd be like kind of a Scientology type deal.
Knight of Pentacles. Oh, that's gonna get me a full set of elements, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know what that would do for me, but
Everything
it seems
burns.
like a good thing to have
Yeah.
when founding my religion. So, and
Met the new under the sun.
That's right.
Everything burns.
taking that, flip it over my card. Fractal.
Ooh.
Boom.
Fractal of the
Ooh.
sun.
So,
Oh, fractal into the elements.
yep. In the Hierophant, there being one true religion that must emerge across all of the land. It is understood in the fractal nature of reality that there are many iterative approximations of the one true religion that can be found summed perfectly in the Emperor of the Sun, and all are fractal approximations thereof in this land. And so it is only natural that they're there to be conquered as the Emperor of the Sun becomes his truest form. Alright.
I accept your challenge.
Yes. There I pass on my turn.
Just let you guys figure that out. And we'll-
Yeah.
The
no, I'm
hooks
into
and
it.
The
wraps.
So
moon
we are
shall
neighbors.
conquer the sun.
Yes. I love that the what's it, the unending tide?
Yes, the
Yes.
unending.
Yeah, the Emperor of the Sun versus the unending tide. Oh, this is already like a book. Right?
Oh, absolutely. It's an epic. That's wonderful.
if somebody else is on there, can you still collect? If it's your turn?
I don't know.
I have not even considered such things.
Oh my.
I feel like
You
the word challenge comes to mind, but like
I think that if James wishes to challenge you for the thing,
Okay.
then he can use either resources or trading
or even affinity
or
Oh, okay.
trading,
Or-
or affinity, or
or damn near just threats.
It's the
I
Princess
got
of
these
Discs.
10
Yeah.
swords.
Yeah. It's
Can
the
only
Princess of
arm 3 of my
Discs.
guys, but I've got 10 swords.
Each of them can carry 2. But then the page has to set down his wand, and then you wouldn't be a page of wands.
Exactly. So he'd be useless.
Anymore.
All right. Do you want to do?
What is it?
It's the Princess of Cups or Princess of Discs.
Princess of Discs? I
Yeah.
actually have no allegiance to discs yet.
I have no allegiance to.
I am
discs.
open and welcome to that, though.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take it because I'm gonna go for this one. So use my 1 on that. I'm gonna take that. It's another one. And then if this flips, is that another one or
it's a story.
that just happens
That's a
automatically?
story. Yep.
Okay.
It's adding to the universe.
Discharging.
Discharging the magic
Mm.
from my press release.
Oh
For
yeah.
Experts on top.
His experts on top need to be happening.
Uh-huh.
He needs to be spreading his experts.
A proposition while we're still
Okay.
in proximity here
Yes.
is
I'll be back.
Also needs resources
I
because
just wanted to
he's
see
had
what
this
that
up
one
twice
was
now.
about.
well
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah,
would,
yeah, yeah,
would
yeah.
you like me to
Hey, what resources are you gathering?
yeah.
in
Because
turn?
because you have a kingdom.
Wow.
You should get your resources.
Oh, I haven't been gathering them.
Yeah, I
So
think
it's
at
only
least
been
2.
one turn.
These
Oh.
are what we're getting
Yeah.
for that? Okay.
That's physical resources.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez. Interesting. And what do these do?
We were using them for purchasing lands and other things, or not lands, but roadways and
Oh, right.
and maybe buildings and
Like treasure passage.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Do shit. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of fucked right now. Use that. Disc. Over here. Clean. Where's that dice go? Oh, okay.
did you move on?
I did, but I'll be back.
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask if you wanted to wanted to hang out with any of your peeps.
What do I do with them?
Well, I mean,
Well,
I feel like you
to initiate a trade,
Oh.
isn't that a
Yes.
Yeah.
a cost?
Yeah, it costs blood, sweat, and tears to initiate trade
Mhm.
when you're nearby. Yes.
right.
Okay.
And when you were on that square, I was gonna try and proposition you know, your family members and or royal
The
uh,
hostages.
the hostages, yes. But hey, you know, no worries. I'll take them with me.
I
on my
completely
journeys.
forgot about all those guys.
And so if you have all 4 wands, then what is gotten? What is the affinity
You-
bonus?
You could try to do like a mutiny type deal. To overthrow the king and the empire.
Does it like double an intake of something? Just because it's
Maybe you
it's
get
a
some
rare
of his
thing
resources.
to wind up with all 4 of one type. It's not going to happen that often.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, it would take a trade to make that happen, and there would be some definite bonus that would be needed for that. I don't know what it would be though. Yeah.
Maybe you can like siphon like an extra blood, sweat, and tear from him, and maybe like a land point for him or something.
All right.
You
So
have like all 4. or
right, you
something.
place. So then the question would be, I guess, is more or less, can you place multiple avatars into a space?
Oh, maybe.
right?
Because
Or even all adjacent to one whole quadrant.
okay, so then yeah, that if there are there's 4 of each of the
Yeah.
Should like tax you every time or something.
So then what you would want to do is then, put them in proximity to each other. So that's the real question. What is the bonus for proximity
Right?
One
for
per square
affinity
or-
Because
characters?
there's going to be a bonus for proximity and a bonus for affinity and for proximity affinity. Because like just to have these 4, even if they weren't affinity, built
Yeah.
into castles,
Yeah.
that would be a huge.
A huge bonus
Yes.
across that system. Yeah.
And you'd be compounding all of these different advantage structures into that whole system. Wow. And if it was completely districtified by element in that light, that might be beyond our
Well,
current
that's
abilities to
we're
advantage,
definitely
but-
we are definitely though looking into the scaling up.
Yes.
But we're the great part is it's complicated and there's a
Totally.
lot of things there.
But
But
it's
you,
good.
but when you
It's
what you
doable.
described there was probably the level 3 or 4 of this thing. We're not going to go too much higher than that in a single game, most likely.
No.
So we just hit the cap there, kind of to some degree. Either way, I think because we haven't even really gotten to the Godlands like effects across the systems or anything like that, but it all kind of work the same way. I just feel like it would be most likely it's wherever you have placed the kingdom itself. That's the center point of the resource distribution across that. You place it in the corner, then you've really only got the 3 of those, right?
Yup.
You place it in one of these here, and you got more here, and you've got all 9 spots, right, to essentially build around. 4 there, and then whatever bonuses you can get. So then it becomes whatever set suits you can put into those land slots that do some kind of bonus across any other combination. Swords and swords under my control, his control. We both get a bonus for that. Something like that. So, yeah. So, I'd say it's about placing it in the land.
So I'm really just trying to, at least in the moment, look for an advantage for him, for instance, because you got so many of his cards,
Right.
and for him to want to get those cards from you.
Right.
Yeah. I'm moving on.
Oh yeah, it's
I don't
already.
need that kingdom anymore.
It's generating resources. It doesn't even have to be your religious center. It's just one of your kingdoms that
Yeah,
off doing.
it's laundering like all the resources through.
So then what would I need to take over that kingdom?
Exactly.
Is the King of Wands matched with what? King of Wands matched with.
Well,
It's matched with a disc. He didn't match him with the wand.
huh?
He didn't match the king.
Aw.
Well, this
No,
just
you
means
can
no
use
bonus.
it,
There's
just
just
easier
no
to knock
bonus.
you over.
Mm-hmm.
Easier.
Yeah.
Right. So it would be just
Yeah,
1,
the discs.
2,
I would
3
think discs
points or
would give you
something like
money.
that.
Discs are cool. Yeah, no shit. Nice.
And so then,
Cardboard discs.
at that point, are we saying that in order to take over a territory, all it takes is to get onto it and spend that much blood, sweat, and tears, and then
Not necessarily.
It could be that you have a magic that could help take it over. There could be on these cards. There could be a defensive number
parameter. Yeah.
parameter, and each character card would require a different thing. Or we could do a rock paper scissor type thing, where magic versus sword versus ranged or something, and it's like a.
Okay. At the end
It's
of
like a
the
rock,
day,
paper,
all of
scissors.
those
So you could
things are going to
defend
look like this. They're going to be
with these
point
two.
values.
Right.
These are, at the end of the day, all this is going to turn into point values that we can go. Is this higher or lower than a threshold? Right. It's
Right.
going to be all the affinities, all of the defenses, all of those things combined. Is just going to give you a number. Is this number higher than that number?
Right.
And then, if we're going to say combat, then we augment
Yes.
that with a roll that says
Definitely.
this is how the fate took it in this direction. You've got to get either above or if that number that rolls can't be below the threshold.
To win the combat,
win.
you have to
Mhm.
you have to
Be
achieve
above.
higher than whatever that you roll.
Yeah.
Because even a tie, whoever owns the land
Was already there
Yeah.
and has the advantage
right.
by
That's
default.
the advantage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then it's just whatever we can figure out in terms of affinity as far as the probability of winning that. And then augmented by a roll, or it's above a 5 and I can't win that even with a roll.
okay.
Right.
So then would like a knight be like a 2 and a king a 3, or a queen a 3 and a king a 4, and an emperor a
and
5?
To attack, can we even do that from this character, or do we have to lay down a garrison, a person with an
A
artifact?
person with an
next
artifact in
door
order
it?
to do that.
Yeah.
I kind of considered these to be the default
Right.
the default
Artifact.
avatar, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's fair to say if you're going to be doing any waging of anything on somebody, it's not going to be like that. If you're going to get into that city, there might be an espionage-like mechanic that we play with later, but that might be different than the combat at siege.
So these kind of guys who have stats on them,
Mhm.
the more you do with your character, the more you unlock, or the more that you cast. I don't know. There could be an experience boost for them to increase their.
To some degree,
their
that's
strength.
represented by what you've got in your pool of experiences you've done across the board, right? So then, the more stuff you have available, the easier it is to cast also this and that.
Right.
and
So
everything.
something like this, in order to conquer, it may not need, because it's a religion. You might need to have religious beliefs instead of sword beliefs, because if it wasn't a religious city, then it would be a conquerable.
So if it has no religion, then that
Right.
would be like
Combat.
no advantage on that front, right? Versus that one which does, that is attacking, has a religious bonus plus, right?
Right.
You have
You
the
would
religious
have to have
fervor.
It'd have to be the dirty sun people attacking.
The moon, people skulking in the shadows.
Yeah.
The sun burns so hot.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like when it comes to these things, it's the amount of like calculation that you can do in terms of the just what you can see as far as advantage you might have there. And in this game of story, when we have the cards laid out and it's more formal with all the symbology and stuff like that, it might be easier to do. But in this more free form, I'm just thinking it's like really what you can come up with as far as points that are viable to convince what's happening there, right? I've got 3 of your people here. I'm going to kill all of them if you don't let me in. No, that's not a good strategy.
Get 'em outta
for
here.
this. But
You're holding up our kingdom.
I know.
Well,
In
only if
progress.
it's gonna be something that he's gonna lose from, because I
Right.
can't build up to that down the road.
Right.
I mean, you could just
but
come join the colony, since you're.
it's
since
just,
you
hey,
love
let
the
me
run
let me
so
let me
You
keep the
guys could
hold.
be negotiating
Yeah, we could.
that too.
Really too.
One, because the thing is, one religion doesn't mean it has to come from one character.
That's
But
true.
you guys can come together. Oh, we're in this one religion now, right?
Yeah.
Let's go kick those guys. Those
I'll
those
take notes.
moon and sun
We can rework
fools
some
over
stuff.
there
All right.
fighting
We got the
over
experts.
over the celestial bodies.
We got the experts at the top.
You know, to some degree, I mean, this is the King of Wands here. We're kind of the mages of this court. You got you get the muscle here, and you got the I'm not sure. You haven't established the kingdom yet, right?
I have not.
Okay.
No.
So who do you have? You have the
I have
cups.
I have the King of Cups, I have the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles.
Okay.
Full elemental set, and then the Emperor of the Sun, of course.
Oh wow.
Oh, the Emperor of the that's the
It's
crowning
like-
achievement though.
It's
that-
like, is he a character now?
He's
Or
transcended.
do I use him as a character? What do I do? How does that work? Because when I go to build a town, if he is an actual character, he's the Emperor of the Sun.
Yeah.
Is he someone that's in my party, or is he a fictional element
Like you can do
that
it
I've
wrong.
got to?
So your religion could anoint through the sun an emperor. It is not a
Love
character until your
Oh,
religion
that's
has
great.
created him.
That's
Yes.
great.
Yes. Into
Okay.
it. Into it. Okay. Cool. Good to know.
All right.
Whose turn is it?
Yeah. I mean, I think
it's-
yeah.
Oh, the skulking moon folk.
Okay, so I get one of these, and I get one of these,
Did you get one of
and
those?
one of these. I founded a religion.
And he
Oh,
chose, and he
okay.
chose
That's
the
religion
water.
points.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's my religious mana generation. And this comes from my kingdom, and this comes from my one that I get. So I have 2 points to play with.
As a note, he when he founded the religion, he chose the water, right?
Right.
As,
Because-
his
Play.
as his
Which was quite the challenge that the King of Cups. And so,
So now you have to
Oh,
bring
hey,
fire.
yes,
Very
he chose.
interesting.
He's in challenge. He chose.
That's right.
challenge.
I am the
Absolutely.
challenge.
Yes.
I am on the land of challenge. So I'm going to move over to 1, and then I'm going to take the sword, 3,
Yeah.
5 of sword.
Ooh.
And so, and so my emissary has found weapons for my King of Swords, my religious swords.
Yeah, all the full sword cash.
Let's just do one more and just get a
Yeah.
third sword.
Phew. Worry.
Worry?
It's 4 of discs.
4 of discs, okay.
Or 3 of discs. What's
5 of discs. Yeah.
So, mana to cast power upon my moon magic, which will
Oh, you put them in the center.
which would affect my religion spread into 3 other lands beyond my initial kingdom.
Are you spending that?
I am. Yeah.
And so, is that a card that is a constant now, or is it only for a set number of turns? Like, how does that interact?
Also,
Sure.
we discussed the casting of this maybe being 2.
Oh,
Just like the
that's
other
right.
thing, right?
Okay, I'll wait next turn then.
What if you like put something over it to like either disrupt it or like maybe
And his
make it
power is
augment
4.
it?
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
he's got the 4 towers.
Yeah,
I feel like to cast it,
shift it.
you gotta have
4 kingdoms.
or something.
Oh, maybe just 4 garrisons.
something.
Yeah, maybe have to own the land.
I think 4 garrisons would probably be about right. What does that look like? The
It's
castle.
just four.
I think that's
Kingdom
more garrison because that 4 kingdoms, even building more than 1 kingdom in that area,
Yeah.
that's like a hyper special
Oh,
thing
it's a
that I
hyper
think you'd
special
want to
thing.
do.
Indeed.
So I would say that at a garrison level would probably be appropriate.
Okay, that's good with me.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. So I have 4. I take 5.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I roll
4.
Nice. You're
Right.
rocking it.
Yes. It's like I'm going to be dropping the King of Cups.
That pug out of here.
Under my pug butt. Onto the fractal.
Oh wow, fractal
So,
Uh-huh.
so your king's
King of Cups.
factory.
Well, I don't have a kingdom yet until now. Give me a kingdom, please. That costs 2 as those 4.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smooth. Just love the vision of the
Pug
fractal water in the
Yes.
cup. Like
Uh-huh.
I'm just my brain can't even do it, and it's great. Like
It's the endless ocean.
yes.
And what I'm gonna be is part of my secret weapon to come after the unending tide.
Oh.
The chalice
Yes.
that can,
The
that
chalice.
can grasp it.
The,
hold
fra-
it
the
all,
fractal
or
chalice.
contain
Yeah.
it. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Chalice of fractal waters.
Yes. There we go.
Yes.
The chalice of fractal waters.
Oh my gosh.
And so that.
Can fraction the endless ocean. Oh. Oh, that's good.
All right. So I got 5, 6 of these to play with. No one's breaking bread together. That's
All you.
That's not a thing.
I'm down to break bread
This is
with
just religions of pure power. We're just
I'm-
getting along.
I'm-
I don't mind
Where-
breaking bread with people who aren't fire worshippers.
I know.
Or sun worshippers.
So go ahead. Move you. Take that actually first. To make that easy.
So you're moving there to take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your swords too. Yeah.
So that's what 1, 2, 3.
3 of those, and go ahead and flip that back over.
To the Knight of Discs. There's disc there.
I'm this guy.
So-
You disc guy.
There's for the
Pinnacle.
3 moves I've done so far, and that leaves me 3 left. All right, I'll take that 9 of discs too, please.
Nice.
Thank you.
The universe. Oh
Taking it.
jeez.
Taking it.
That-
Taking the
that
universe
nine
too.
was
Give
brutal.
it.
I put that.
Yeah. Dang.
The world.
Took the- Whoa! You got the sun, the universe, the. Oh my gosh!
You're-
Story.
Oh,
I think
God.
I think your religion is evolving.
Wow. Hosting. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Hosting the
So-
world.
how's that incorporated
As the
now?
emperor of the sun, who has in their possession the world and the universe, I am in fact hosting all at my
Yeah.
tables.
Well, I
And
mean,
everything is but a fractal approximation of my glory.
at this rate, I can't
I
hate.
even compete.
I can't hate the religion of the universe because I exist within it.
Yes. So I have not played these, however, yet.
Yes, you have it.
And so, in order for these to truly become the religion of the universe, I need to get them active on the field.
Right, you haven't actually even founded the religion of the sun yet. It's just,
Only
it's just
rumors.
Yes, exactly.
Rumors from the east.
There you go. Ah, 2. And then I got 4 on these guys.
Nice.
And I got 2 of these.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, here. Okay.
Yeah.
I got,
Yeah, you get some points there.
That's a lot of.
over.
Oh, you're coming for me,
I'm
huh?
gonna take that. Alright.
This is my corner.
I want to be friends with you.
Do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're great.
Says the dragon.
Swiftness.
Coming from our little pug. Let's be friends, pug.
Okay, so use it to.
Flip over that card you're on.
Oh yeah. Use, so this one take that. Yeah, I want her. Wait, don't I already have a?
Queen of-
that
I've
guy.
got,
Queen of
2
discs,
knights
yeah.
of discs myself.
You got the Queen of Wands, huh?
Translation.
Princess of Wands.
Cool. Now I can get. I can.
Wait, there's 5 then in the
Just
set.
have everybody.
So is your kingdom going to be?
No, there's just a double.
Which one is considered the double? There's page, a knight, a princess, a queen, and a king.
Oh, so in this set, there's no king.
Oh,
In
okay.
that set, there is. In this set, there's no
Oh.
page. In that set, there is.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
So
so it
there's a
gives us
5. There's a
5.
5 in his.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a 5 that goes up down. That's great.
Nice. It fills
okay.
out the houses
That's pretty cool.
between them.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
So, what did we decide on? Like wanting to put something. If somebody's like on the same thing already.
Well, I would think it would.
Do you wanna? Could you collaborate like on a shared tower? Like somebody.
Well, this is a question. Do you wish to join the burgeoning empire of the sun?
Yeah.
Excellent. Then yes,
I'm the
of
first to hear about
course.
it.
Challenge has increased.
Of course, we
Fair
can
one.
collaborate
On
on
your
the
side.
tower, Kyle.
Oh yeah.
How may I be of service?
I got.
Well, no, I don't know if I can say I'm on your side.
Would you like to
Okay.
place down at
I
the
don't mind
tower?
being wiped out. That's the challenge of this universe.
There's enough abundance for everybody if I have my way.
This is an artifact. It's more of like a power or like a.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
Swiftness, yes.
Yeah, I don't really have
license
an
to do
artifact.
something.
Oh, it is an
it
artifact.
is. It's of the wands,
Okay.
but you can also cast it as a spell.
You're a cup guy.
I am a cup guy.
I got the Princess of Cups.
Do you
And I
have
got the Queen of
someone of
Cups.
swords?
Swords aren't really my thing.
Not. I
It
know.
just feels like no fish. It's great.
I know. So what we could do is what's your tower? What's your castle?
I'm
It's
over
a
here.
Wands. You're a wand person.
I'm a wand guy, but I fucked up. I gave him a disc.
Yeah,
So
Or
he's trying to be an alchemist,
that's-
generating money
Here,
through magic.
So, I'm gonna-
just like
I'm gonna-
Fauci.
So, let's say I'm gonna send on over my Prince of Wands. We have to do a trade though. So
Yeah,
give
okay.
me,
Prince of Wands.
can I get a Queen of Discs? You've got 2 of them.
I guess you could have one.
Okay.
Does he want this one?
So therefore, if you put that down with your swiftness, those
Okay.
are matched, and they can castle right next to me,
Oh,
and they are of the fire, so that's great
of the
for
fire.
business.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is this kingdom being built on? What land?
Hosting.
Hosting.
Land hosting.
Yes.
And what kind of tower you get?
Wands and
Well, it's
swiftness.
going to take 2 more to put you to get you a tower built.
Oh, 2 more of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another tower.
Enters the arena.
So now this castle is hosting.
So wow, there's
That's
there's a
pretty
little
cool.
cluster there.
Really a process game's developing.
I love it.
It's like
Every time it
more
gets
time.
faster.
Yeah, it's great. Awesome. It's Rad Town.
All right. So is that it?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I thought you were gonna
Oh.
put some down. I thought you were gonna do like a double tower or something.
Oh, can I? But
Well, I mean,
I don't
it's
have.
not your-
I
it's
don't
not
have the
your-
points.
No, it's
and it's
fine.
not my turn.
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
nice, yeah.
But this land is hosting, so he could host something. He could pay me for you.
Yes.
You could pay for the
Wow.
cost of hosting.
Why not? I mean, that's sure.
Hosting.
Sure.
The
Yes,
land of
on my turn
hosting.
here, you can. Yeah.
Okay, so I can host someone there and when it's my turn. Okay.
All right. That's interesting.
Good.
You can host that. Yeah. Wow.
Or could you
that's
even like
cool.
trade points over to them?
This in the center would be a lot more powerful
Oh, yeah.
because having people have more access to it.
Yeah.
Being able, on my turn, I leave my character there, and then I have another turn in between here. No, that's
try that
a
one out
pretty
next
cool
time.
one. Okay,
Write that down.
That's cool. Yeah, after my turn.
Yeah.
All right, so let me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4 for this, and then
+1, because you get one for you.
well, it's 1, 2, 3 for these
Oh,
guys,
okay.
and 1 for me.
Okay.
And then I get this, and
Yes. You haven't found
guy?
that religion yet.
I haven't
That's
found
a guy.
the
No,
religion.
it's an instance or a religion part
So
or a spell.
the Hermit
Yeah.
of Judgment.
There you go. So the hermit can be used to isolate someone.
Oh.
Say you could probably use the hermit to cast
Subtype.
if a character's on a square.
Sub-religion.
Now you're stuck there for X amount of turns.
Oh, that's messed up.
Something like that.
It's really mean.
Or it could be you can't come on this square because I'm on it for X amount of turns or something like that.
Yeah, I like that.
The hermit, as long as he's alone, generates whatever religious points himself, so you get another religious point. Because as long as there's no one else on the on the tile, you get.
Yeah,
You
you
get
get
points.
extra mana. Yeah. Love it. Uh-oh, something major
He's
is
plotting.
I'm just gonna take them as these so I can think about it.
There you go.
And then
That plotting music.
let's see. So then, founding a religion, I could still found a religion, and it would, if I am playing this right, then it should satiate some niche within this presumed Eastern religion of the sun of the sun god or whatever. Apparently,
Whatever. I've never heard of.
It's about to dawn upon the world, my sons.
So it might be an offshoot of fire or of ash.
Yes.
The religious of rebirth or burning.
Yes.
well, let's put it this way: in any of the so I'm going to use abundance to found the religion, right? So whatever I end up ceding to, it will be of abundance,
Okay.
something like that. So is that two
Let's
of
do-
these?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So there's my religion.
Okay. The religion of abundance.
Uh-huh.
Like it. Like
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Well, yeah, the sun would be needed for abundance.
Like an
Can't
abundance
grow
of
anything
swords.
without the sun.
Yes. The moon's time is waning here, I do believe.
For every wane, there is a
A wax.
wax.
Yes. I do love just the storied symbolism that emerges. from it.
All right. Now you're over there.
So I can really picture that as part of like the principled structure of the never-ending tide.
That's right, the never-ending tide. We may be failing now, but we will consume
Yes.
later.
Two moves here.
Oh,
I would
everyone's coming to this
like
corner.
to
Yeah, I don't
trade.
know what's going on.
I'm initiating a trade. I'd like that Aeon.
Ooh.
What can I trade you for that Aeon?
Now, I do believe that we are in an Empire partnership.
Yeah, I was gonna say that you'd have to have a lot for the. What is this? The.
I do know
time?
these folks over here.
I don't like them. they're hostages, but I don't negotiate with terrorists. Get them out of here.
The abundance of terrorism.
Now, if you
You're still
if you
here.
could stack all of those into that tower you just built that you're on, and that could give some tremendous bonus. That might be very appealing.
Well, you got the Prince of Wands. I got the Princess of Wands.
Yep.
What is this though? This is like the
That's the Aeon.
the constant
So the-
change of time.
So I'd say that if we were to hold up two really powerful cards next to each other,
Yeah,
they would look a lot like this.
yeah,
The universe, yeah.
yeah. I'm down.
Right? Like you're gonna hold two really, really, really
But
powerful
he's
cards.
got my Princess of Wands.
You know, but
You will never find happiness. You will never find happiness without that Princess of Wands.
Yeah, but look at the way he's got his swords
I could even
arranged.
get, how about that?
Yeah,
I can
he's
offer
okay.
you
Look
the
at this-
happiness.
That's like he's
Yeah.
got the swords behind all his guys.
They
That-
got
that's-
themselves in.
Maybe we have
Yeah.
a
He
house, a
doesn't have
shotgun
his
wedding.
hands out.
No,
that's
no.
that's
Hold the swords in reserve.
Denied.
Why are the swords held in reserve, my friend?
Trade denied.
Religion of abundance, indeed.
abundance of swords.
I told you that.
Yeah, guys, I forgot that was even there still. We're moving on.
No trade?
No
All
trade.
right. All right.
Well, what about
That's just the
so?
laundering.
What if
Simple.
when he's got all four wand people and he gets a religion started, it's a fire religion, and they're all wands, and all wands are all fire people. Would
Then
that
he
be
has to
double
follow.
the card every single pull?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to choose it.
You should just keep.
Element, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
You should
then,
really be using
So
me to
if
drain
a
resources.
person's set into all of their elements, and that is that double their elemental intake.
set into all of the elements.
So if he's all wands are fire
Oh,
If,
elements.
if
I see
your
what you're
kingdom
saying.
is
Right,
building up a religion of fire,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and all of your people are fire, and all of their aspected with fire equipment,
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what
you
you're
would
saying.
you would gain much more in
Yeah,
thing
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
fire
Yeah,
mana
at least
per
bonuses
turn.
for that. Each of those affiliations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Okay.
So then,
That is definitely a bonus to consider.
What am I doing?
Because we're definitely on fire.
Oh yeah, gotta rebrand. Well, let's go over to him,
Firebrand.
and then we'll talk with the king, and my.
That's what I'm saying. You've got a
My
fire
experts
king
at the
over
top.
here. Yeah. You got a fire king over here. You've got a fire prince over there.
There you go.
If you keep adding in those fire people,
I do, but not for
does
my
become
Aeon. I need
meaningful.
something.
I know the Aeon's pretty
It's-
tough.
it's, I knew you wanted that too.
I'm sure. Now,
I think the Aeon would work well in the kingdom or the never-ending tide.
So
It changes from
It
month
would.
to month. and
Uh-huh.
I was going to try and throwing him into the spirit.
ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, we might be able to
See,
all work on a three-way
Alright,
deal
yeah.
Potentially.
to take the moon
It's all
down.
out there.
The moon shall eclipse the fire.
Yes.
The sun.
Love it.
The great eclipse. That's what you
Solar eclipse.
That's right.
Whose turn is it?
Well, it was mine. I was trying to
It
negotiate
was
with you.
Reed's.
No, it's
Oh, it's his turn.
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
He was trying to negotiate with you.
I can't do the Aeon. Anything else I could do though? I need it for the end.
Uh-oh.
How about the Queen of Wands then? Let's see. For who are you looking for? Would you want the
Happiness?
princess still?
Sure, I'll take her.
Well, then that would not be a good trade.
Happiness.
It's wands for wands.
Just want my
Wait.
happiness.
Okay, you want your mom back.
back.
I'm gonna keep your mom. Is what it is.
Here, I'll trade you my mom
He's
for.
trying to get rid of his relatives. Yeah, my mom for my sister.
She would be proud.
Sure.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
good.
Nobody wants her.
Yeah. So let's
Okay.
see. Whose is this?
I think that was.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think that out for you.
You sure? I got a lot of plenty of
You
stuff.
want
to-
mom.
to-
What do you have to offer me? I don't have anything to offer you.
Let's see.
Any relatives?
So we're gonna keep
You just have like
Fortune.
Hmm.
I got 2 Knights of Discs.
Hmm.
Queen of Discs. Now I gotta keep my sword guys here. I think they're gonna help turn the tide.
Yeah, well, I don't see fortune necessarily. I mean, I didn't get Aeon. I put a fortune with an Aeon there on spirit, but
Oh yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. man.
Uh-huh.
Like, this
I would
is
have,
the
but
Wheel of
I didn't
Time
get.
right here.
I'm just saying, Mr.
That's-
Empire guys. I
that's
just
the
didn't.
thing.
I'm not seeing the deal.
The
Just
thing with the
You
Aeon,
gotta talk to
though,
the experts at the
the
top.
Aeon is the personification of this card here, which is the actual mechanism that causes the turning of all the
Alright.
changes of things.
so maybe
So-
maybe you guys can build that in a particular place.
The moon is the ultimate timepiece.
It is.
Okay, go for it. I don't have enough points to do anything else. Oh, there are these things. I haven't dug into yet.
I like the idea of how you did that. So blue,
So welcome to
open
opening.
and resources.
Make an offering here of, let's say, the 5.
Okay. So I'm going to take these
Something.
3.
So I'll come do
I
something.
think 2 is
Oh, death.
what? Death.
Yeah, he's like, yep.
And
That definitely goes with the
Ace
food.
of Swords.
All right.
And so that would be a 3.
And the story for us.
Well, I mean, it's Excalibur for my King of Swords of the Moon, the Lady in the Lake, Water of Tides. I mean,
Yes.
come on here. Let's see what we've learned.
Gorilla
facilitation.
Okay.
So we are truly going in the way of combat here. Okay.
The never-ending tide is the guerrilla fighters.
Yes, we are a cult, a religion of death
Really cagey.
by hanging. We spread worry through the land,
Oh,
or use our swords as a means for intimidation and fighting. I wanted to get a tile.
Yeah, note that these were intended to be like the choice between building for the land or building for like the military, something like that.
oh.
So reinforcement, resources versus land resources.
Okay, so
So-
for combat purposes,
If that gets
Mhm.
put there, what does that mean?
that means that movement is now.
Between all of those?
No, this is from kitty corner because it's landed there. If there's a straighter piece,
There's got to be a better piece.
there's kitty corner like this.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Cool. That's all the turn I can do.
Well, then,
I've got
I
one.
can see that dice. Thank you. So.
Did you find your religion? No, you haven't.
Oh, I'm about to.
Okay.
We're
I just
getting
wanted to make
started.
sure that you didn't miss your mana.
Oh, I do need that. And. Okay, yeah, I don't get the mana yet.
Yes. Until
One of
religion
those.
is being spread.
Okay. Let's see. 2. And how much did it cost to start a religion?
I did 2.
Yeah.
2 blood, sweat, and tears for the religion.
Okay. Well,
That's all it takes.
so that's those. There's my dice roll gone, and will you put that under my? Thank you.
So is the sun officially?
The sun has been declared,
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
The myth was true.
and I'm gonna
Two
go ahead
swords.
and where am I now? Oh yeah, on the tab.
Is ace considered good or bad? Comparatively speaking,
Ace?
to 9s, because I have the ace of swords versus the 9 of swords.
I imagine ace would be better, but it might be considered the 1. Depends if it wraps or not.
That's only the singing blade, which I haven't uncovered yet.
A singing blade?
Yes.
Okay, so I am fire aspected as the sun.
Okay, so
I
the sun
don't
is
think-
obviously fire.
I don't take that till next round, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
that start of your turn
Uh-huh.
of your religious generation, unless you have something that you can cast to generate it, because there's obviously going to be cards that would do that most likely. Some sort of
Not
spell.
God, so I'm wondering what when I declare someone the Emperor of the Sun, what does that do?
He's their puppet. He's the
What
religion
do
puppet.
you guys think? What to declare
Joe Biden.
a formal, a formal Joe Biden?
Are you?
You have to have string and somebody on top of the rafters.
So you declare. So the idea is to declare him the.
Well, I'm contemplating declaring the King of Cups the Emperor of the Sun, because remember we talked about I could play the card.
Oh,
to
you're right.
make
Playing-
one of my avatars.
Okay.
It, so to speak.
Right.
Because I'd be basically playing 2 cards into the religious slot as
Right.
opposed to the 1 card everyone else is doing. And in the playing of the 2 cards and the extra costs, is there a benefit, or is that too much?
To me that sounds like a passive effect that you're adding to the
To
field.
the character.
Like, well, if you put it on the slot, then I would imagine it's
The
something that
radiant
affects the whole
field?
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
At that point, religion does the thing like the generating of the mana, and
Uh-huh.
then this is doing an effect on the field. Might be something as ridiculous as turns all land into mana generation
Uh-huh.
type or something. You know, if
Or-
anything has a garrison or whatever the
This
associated.
Emperor.
Right. So.
So so it would be like, to me, I would think that would be like a artifact kind of for a character. So it would be maybe it generates, when attached to a person, it generates religious power, an extra religious power per turn for that.
Or blood, sweat, and tears. Maybe your
Right.
choice.
Exactly. Well, I don't know, because if it's the sun, you're going to burn your people. If you.
You know, there could be consequences for the
Just
type
like
of
Joe
mana
Biden.
that we use,
Right.
that we associate with.
Right.
Flooding, burning.
So how about
earthquakes.
it doubles the damage on all water elements in my proximity?
That was the damage of water. I see.
So damage water to you. Because water puts out fire. In a religious battle, it maybe does extra damage to all the others but water, and it takes more from water.
Or from water. All
Yeah.
right.
Because it burns more trees.
Uh-huh.
It creates more death. It burned through death.
Well, the sun is also what gives life to all the crops.
Right, but too much sun destroys the crops too.
Absolutely.
So having it is a good thing,
Uh-huh.
but having too much of it is also bad. So
Well, I mean, we're talking about the King of Cups here.
right.
Yes,
So, I
balancing it
mean,
out.
that's
Oh,
kind of.
I've already
yeah,
got the
that's-
fractal
yeah,
cut.
that's right.
If you double down with a King of Swords or King of anything else than water, it seems like there might not be as much of it, or might be an influence in a certain direction. But specifically, King of Cups seems like balance in that particular thing. So whatever the sun is doing, whatever that effect is, or whatever that effect of the Emperor is, some balance of it. I see that as choice. Then it's, do you choose the mana route, or you choose the blood, sweat, and tears route, or the resource route, or the Emperor? You choose what route you take to some degree.
In regards to the reward of
Yeah,
being
for whatever is being associated. And I imagine for the Emperor, it's got to have some association with characters garrisoned in the field.
Yeah,
like
right.
that's just their
I like
default, right? So you would just want to populate with
The King
characters.
of Cups does it. Oh, that's
So then, better than having a character in the field that does either, let's say, check this out, the wands we were talking about generating mana, or the swords generating blood, sweat, and tears. That when you under the Emperor put them in the field, it gives you the choice with them garrisoned there of either one for each character.
right.
Okay.
Right.
So
So you
the
just
king-
really have the option of it.
So basically, what I think you're saying is that you are the King of Cups until you are crowned Emperor, and when you're crowned Emperor, you're no longer defined by your cups. You're leader and you get to choose basically whatever a king of whatever. So if it were a sword, you remove the cups aspect from the character when you become emperor. It broadens your power.
Maybe something. Yeah, the idea being, well, I mean, that's for the cup specifically. I'm
Right,
thinking
but
about
if
balancing.
if because the king of cups is abundance, whatever, that's what, or water,
Balance.
right?
I would say balance primarily.
Then you would be getting resources from that balance aspect.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to get.
Let's say the imbalance. Let's go the other way. The imbalance of it would be any other character that tips it towards a certain direction, like King of Swords, or
Right.
with any of the elements other than water. Let's say means that it would be all about the sun. It would be all about the burning of whatever that effect is, and so you probably want to gear that towards burning the other people around you, or whatever. So if you're going to choose that route, you probably have a reason for doing so. But just as contrast, you in that particular situation, it to me appears that you've got the particular balance of choosing not just one specific thing with its affinity in that area, but the variety of, let's just say, all the things averaged out over the system that you as the emperor can choose from.
Okay. So, I'm gonna hold off on that for now.
Okay. You don't know if you want to make him the emperor.
I do not yet know that. I think I'm gonna fill out the board a little more.
Yeah.
Go in
That's
there.
kind of what I was doing too. It's like I wanted to open up some of the other lands.
Are you friend or foe?
Right now, I'm friend to everybody, open and welcoming.
All right. So if I go
Just the
here
bread guy.
and I start to put
that right.
I start to put people down there, how would you feel about that?
What's that?
I went there and I were to
Well,
garrison.
you're on the land of rest, so I think there's no combat on
I
rest.
kind of assume that we're in the land of leisure here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then
So
I'm
there's-
going to put down my
There's a
Knight
land
of
effect.
Swords next to the King of Swords there. Ooh, look, you've got a traitor son who's taking up residence next door. Yeah.
That's it. Traitor?
Knight
or-
of Swords in the land of rest. That's a very lazy. That's a very lazy sword.
It
Knight.
is. He's on the flying horse. Now, don't let appearances deceive. Because the land of rest doesn't just have to be seen as a lackadaisical thing. That in the world of religion and the easing of passage into the death lands, going to their final rest, then this is perhaps a sanctuary of.
Eschaton.
Okay. I don't know.
Eschaton is a retirement home for old people who are basically going to die.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
2 or 3 family members.
This is the eschaton of the world here.
So you've transformed what was the land of no fighting to the land of ultimate rest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And look who it's neighbor to.
I know. That's really sad. But then again, I enjoy a challenge, so
I know.
Resisting the rest.
resisting death.
Resisting the rest.
Yes. But you've got the
Resisting death.
Oh my god.
That's your very own religion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Pay tribute
Can
to.
the sun and moon come to terms?
Only once every 3,000 years.
That's why they never see each other.
Is this, where are we in the wheel of fortune? my friend? And I am done at that point.
And then I get 4 on those. That's 8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. That's 3.
Victory.
Again, it's just straight up victory card.
Queen of Wands.
Oh my goodness.
And then
We're in a pretty fiery corner over
Oh,
here,
the
bro.
tower. There
Oh.
we go.
My
I
goodness.
can't believe nobody landed on
Yeah.
that. But I know the whole game.
Setting intention.
Oh, okay.
So, what are your intentions for this world?
Your intentions for my world.
Yes.
With your army of a billion
I
guys.
know. Your falling tower and your judgment call.
I'm just building the towers up. That's all, guys. That's
Now
all.
think about the possibilities of combining judgment with the world.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Would that be a blanket judgment across the whole,
I was
the whole
thinking.
scene?
Yeah.
Is judgment like a dice roll? If you
Is-
don't hit the
Right.
correct thing, then you fail and
Yes.
die.
Yeah,
Is the hermit?
I would say so.
Is it an object kind of thing? Or
Yeah, it's
Oh,
an
man,
instance.
judgment and death.
It's like an
maybe.
isolation card.
Well,
Okay.
death could be judgment.
Yeah.
Sitting attention. Okay, I'm gonna go to translation. It's another one. And then I'll just do. Actually, yeah, let's do that.
What'd you build?
Something.
The Queen.
The Hermit?
Translation. Hermit of translation, huh?
Hermit translation.
Well, no, the
Wait,
Hermit
the Hermit
is
Queen.
translating
The
by
Hermit-
himself.
But the hermit's an instance card? Or
Oh,
a
is it
spell
not
card?
an object?
Not an
Oh, okay,
artifact.
yeah.
No.
I thought you were saying
Period.
it was,
You have a
wasn't.
wand over there, though.
Where?
Right
Victory?
there at the end.
Oh, okay. Let's do her then.
Okay, that's a good affinity
Yeah.
there.
Very good one to cast. Yes.
It looks like your queen is a
Translation.
translator.
Translation of magic.
Yes. She's going to
Oh,
be a
wow.
good
Yeah.
balance for the
Yeah, we get on
emperor.
3. And then thing. And then.
Where'd you go? Oh, you're right over there.
Sorry. Yeah, still over there. And the land has just been transformed.
Everybody's over there in the rest area.
Is this the only of those two that haven't been three?
Three.
Yeah.
Three still that aren't up. So we don't actually know what the end game is yet.
Oh no.
So I am.
You were fire, right?
I'm gonna. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah, have you
gonna be-
done religion?
I had gotten one turn around before getting my mana, but
Okay.
I feel like you've got water there. You don't have
Fire.
one. Did you take fire?
Yeah, he's got
You
fire.
did take fire.
But you both could be fire. There's nothing wrong with that.
For sure.
I've got all these answers.
Right.
Let's say hypothetically I want to murder you guys, take your kingdoms. Like, how would like a player?
I would think you need
Well,
combat cards,
Yes.
and
And you need to build an army up.
and if you're going to try to go past religion, you got to build some sort of mana to fight past religious beliefs.
However,
Right.
we are getting a nice little cluster of castles there in that corner.
I know, and I need a few
And
more, and
you
then I'm
could
ready to.
declare to the fire religion officially.
Oh yeah,
right.
I thought I did.
Okay, yeah, you already
That's my
declared.
tower. Yeah,
So if I have a,
that's my monument.
so if there's towers that are coming up under this religion, is
Mhm.
that additional mana coming in?
I would assume so.
I would think so. If you have like if it's his tower,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
then the mana would go to him. He didn't have to
I
found
didn't
it,
get those either.
Okay,
but it's his mana because it's his tower.
but how does that help the old Emperor of the Sun who's running that?
I think it's wherever the
System,
religion
yeah.
is, it generates that kind of mana.
okay.
Maybe it generates mana, but he has to pay a tax.
Yeah,
Alright.
time.
A tithe, yes.
Yeah.
Wait, the person with the tower has to pay the tax.
Well,
With the religion?
the person who owns the religion
Okay.
All right,
gets a
well,
tithe from the castle, from the people who are
Oh, yeah.
following the religion.
Well,
That
and
makes
maybe
sense.
that determines whether you can actually get the mana of it or not. Maybe if that is the religion, the way you set up the religion to have tithing or whatever, then to be part of that religion and get the mana, you have to give the tithing.
Yeah.
As
Okay.
So I give him like a blood
Okay.
point every time, or
whatever the tithing
Whatever it
is.
is.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Uh huh. Transfer between the players.
Yeah, I'd say that. So by joining the religion, you will get a fire
Okay.
Mana.
for your castle over there.
Uh-huh.
But you gotta give me one of these.
Every time.
Every time it's your turn.
Okay. Whose turn is it?
It's my turn.
But you can. So we can do all sorts of stuff with these. We haven't really gotten into that yet, have we?
Casting magic,
Yeah,
I
we
thought
haven't.
was a way of doing it.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it's part of religious battles as well.
I know.
So.
Okay, 2. So I'm gonna go 1, 2 magic land.
Oh boy.
Oh, did you go? You
I
went
just-
light.
What?
You went
I
light
went
magic.
light, uh-huh.
Okay, so you're not truly aligned with the fire.
No. My religion's got abundance. It's got a slightly different. There's always more air.
Oh, light is an option. Oh, is that?
Well, I mean, yeah, air. I was just using it as the. I mean, we got earth,
Yeah.
air, water, fire.
How do you collect those from the religions?
From
Yeah,
the once we
okay.
found it.
religion. When you found a religion, the religion generates mana.
Depending on which type you choose.
Yeah, you choose what your mana is.
Okay, and what does the mana do?
Mana is going to can be used to be cast on magic or religious battles.
Okay. Religious.
We haven't gotten there yet.
And so, in regards
Fill it
to, okay, oh yeah, never mind. So when this, yeah, it's not gonna figure it out. I gotta play this card in there.
You want to put them in the.
Does it? We knew basically I gotta negotiate this tithing thing.
Yeah, do you want to meet up here? Setting intention? Or spirit?
Word. Well, because it's saying wherever the emperor gets cast,
Yeah.
say that's gonna put an area effect around all of the areas
Oh, okay. I
around
think you
it.
said
So
maybe
if
two.
it's cast here in the center,
2 for land.
then
Or
it
we
affects
did
everything
blood, sweat, and
in its
tears
area.
and a resource.
And so
That's what it
every
was. Blood, sweat, and tears,
tower
and, yeah, I
that's
think
that's in
one
that
of each
area
for those.
that you have, that you have two.
I don't
currently.
remember. I did
If you're part of that
two of
religion,
these?
I did 2 of
you're
these.
drawing
Okay, I want to go with
two
that.
of these.
Because
Right.
like resources, whatnot.
Yeah.
Whereas I
But I'm
only
also
have,
giving you 2 bloods each time.
I think we decided that
just
you could
one.
use blood, sweat, and
Right, 'cause
tears
no matter
every-
how many times.
if you
Doesn't
didn't
matter,
have
yeah,
them
very cool.
because
Yeah,
you're
only
forcing your
one
people
big
to
time.
work.
yeah, so it's
We're
worth
just
it to you.
we're just really
and
just
to
choosing
you.
which
Yeah.
resource you want to
Cool.
use from the ones that you can. Well, yeah, so it's really should
See-
be.
see-
It's got to be tied to these.
Right.
You
I
have to
think
have
that's
at
why
least-
I was thinking it was these.
So maybe you could use 2 of these, or you could use 1 of these. So I think it's probably better like that. Like you could use 2 of these if you're just using the resources, so you can use this for other things,
Right.
or you could use blood, sweat, and tears and 1 of these to do.
That's what I was thinking.
To do
is that
that,
it was. It's these are the main source of building roads.
Right.
But you can force your people with whips to.
And so
Yeah,
the roads,
to build roads.
there's no cost to move there now, right? For your
To
character.
go from that land to that land, there's
Yeah.
no cost.
Right.
Should be one of those kind of religions. That's lovely.
And that's no cost
The
for
Mooninites.
any character.
Yeah, the roads are there for everybody, unless you can put up a garrison and a toll.
Well, if you got a garrison, I say if you have a garrison on either side, that's pretty well told.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Right. So here's the other 2 to do. One right here. Yeah,
There's no kingdom there, Jesus.
Sorry,
Not yet.
Yes. Yeah. Careful, Kyle.
Wait, whoa.
You might.
You don't have permits for all that.
it's unclaimed land.
It's the magic land. There's no
They
no
will-
kingdom there yet.
Yes. They will be needing to make
It is
the
the magic
authority for
land.
permits.
It's the most
I know.
magical land. You don't even want to build on it. You'll get hurt.
Or that is the rumors to spread.
That is the rumors to spread in our new
Do
religion.
not build there.
Your experts have been spreading that propaganda.
Yes.
Damn it.
Now they are cut off by a traitorous princess of wands.
My experts?
Yes.
Where were they on this?
Not on top.
Blowing
So
it.
then I could
And then I
probably.
needed those cards on that last one though.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna spend my last point there to put a road. Just need one that goes straight, pretty much. But let's do.
So these paths, do they create less of a blood cycle?
Well, it depends on
the
how they're
trading.
used.
Okay.
It could create much more of one as well.
Like you can tax people to use them.
Oh, but blood
Oh, wait,
cycle,
no.
you mean the cost of
That's
travel.
yeah,
It's
like
not
do
an artifact,
these-
right?
Well, he can essentially move across that land
This is-
now with no
Without
energy
using anything.
cost on his turn.
But that's only for him because he built them.
Well,
No,
gosh,
no.
what's the limit to that?
I- Yeah, because otherwise you can move all the way across
yeah,
the
you
board.
just go
Um,
back and forth and just not stop.
I think it's more along the lines of a movement,
A move.
like he could follow the path for one movement. As far as the
Okay.
path goes,
So you could go
Yeah, you're-
here.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah,
zooming
that's-
across. You're
yeah.
just you
That's
you
your-
choose your
yeah.
move and
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like
Wherever
an
you
instant
land.
travel.
Yeah,
through the
pretty
region.
much. It's fast
Okay.
travel.
Like wherever you land, that would be the end of the move.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep, I think so.
That's a good idea.
I like that.
Smart.
Who built that road?
I
he
did.
just did.
He just made a whole bunch
So
without even asking.
He's gonna ask in a different way. I feel. Knock knock.
He's gonna come to my castle
Knock,
with,
knock.
with all my hostages.
This is my milkshake.
What is that in reference to?
There will be blood.
Oh yeah.
Because there will be.
I thought you were talking about burgers and
sorry.
You create a police force,
Yes.
police state of
Is that a
magic.
garrison?
Well, I mean, it's
The
the
kingdom?
It's got the 10 of swords there,
Okay.
right? And it's the Princess of Wands, but it's a mismatch. But at the same time, it's gonna probably do the job. We'll see.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, one of these. One of these. Eh, it's at one. And one of these.
Wait. How do you eat so many of those?
We'll
So
just pan
my
out.
kingdom produces one of these.
Uh-huh.
My religion produces one of those.
Uh-huh.
And then I got just one of these
Oh,
for
I
this
thought
my
you
turn.
pulled three mana.
No,
Okay,
this
cool.
has been generating for 3 turns, so
For my for my religion of abundance, does it make sense to get like double mana or something, like 2 mana per turn, as the religion I founded? I'm just thinking about some effects. I haven't done anything
Right.
with it yet.
I would think that there would be religions that do like abundance would be a multiplication or additional factor to the religion. So it is the religion of abundance. You should gain multiple mana per turn for that one.
Where you have an abundance of religions.
Or even abundance of
Right.
blood, sweat, and tears for whatever's.
Flag aggregation.
Yeah.
You just smack yourself.
I don't know, but something like
You,
that.
you generate mana every time you
Flog yourself.
flog yourself.
Or your mega
Oh my
church.
What you guys think?
Joel Osteen.
Sure. Yeah.
Have you finished?
I think you were.
I rolled and I collected my
Yeah,
stuff.
you're good.
So I'm going to go to the Knights and collect one for my 2 turns. The Knight of Wands. Let's see. The Ace of Cups. In order to fight your fracturing, I need to have cups.
You better, because I've got the fractal cup.
So I have 2 more.
But there's the Ace of Cups there.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
mean,
pretty
it's kind of a
powerful
trump.
cup.
It's kind of a trump.
Collect
Trump cup.
Collect that. Let's see what's
It's your
on
best
here.
cup.
Ace in the cup.
Oh, the priestess.
Oh,
I think that's a pretty powerful
to
card.
pass to
So
spread my
now-
religion.
Oh yeah, the priestess of the
Unending tide.
Unending Tide. Yep. Versus the Emperor of the Dawning Sun.
Wow. Okay, so I have 2 guys there.
Setting or rising? Yeah, setting sun. Definitely Emperor of the setting, not Dawning.
Yeah,
It's like a love story now.
Yes.
Oh, and this one now flips. King of Pentacles. I don't have any more things I can do. Your turn.
All right. I have 1, 2, 3 people, so I'm going to take 4 cards. I'm going to take 1 of that and 1 of that. Okay. I really want to make a castle that Knight of Swords is. Is there a castle piece I can?
That's kind of whatever we got at this point.
Okay.
Take the chick. Choice. Oh, there you go.
I would use the broken clock since it's the end of
Okay. Yes. There we go. There's the castle.
the setting sun.
And so, we'll declare Emperor the Knight of Swords.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, should I even roll yet?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think you
I
have.
did. Okay. So 1. So for me, doing the castle move, there's the 1 and then cost from that. I'm going to declare the Emperor as the Knight of Swords. That's 2. So that gives me an area effect all the way around here now, right?
I would think so.
Yeah. Okay. And I've already negotiated with him that I get 1 of these from him per turn, and he gets 1 of these per tower that is in my radiant effect per turn for my religion, because I'm pulling 1 per tower from the start. Is that how we've been doing these mana? If you have religion, then you have
Yeah, it generates
yeah.
Wherever your religious generation is coming from.
Yeah.
So you had 1 last turn, so you get that.
and so wait, now that it's the Emperor that we're saying is per each tower around.
Well, it has a radiant effect
Yeah.
of pulling a tithe from people who can fall under his religion.
Yeah.
And that they get an empowerment for
Alright.
being under my religion, but I get a tithe dependent upon how many towers are there.
Yeah.
And he's of course of a different religion, so we're
Right.
gonna clear out that border problem.
I'm not technically of your religion yet either, right?
Nope.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
likewise, yeah, we have some
Yeah.
border negotiations, gentlemen,
Uh-huh.
to do some talking about.
Made a police station. It's very promising.
Yes, yes, I know, right? So I'm gonna go right ahead and so it's 1 of these to build a road or 2.
We were doing 2. Well, I did 2 earlier, but I think James.
I was thinking at least one of the resources, and then a blood, sweat, and tears, or 2 resources if you don't have the blood, sweat, and tears.
Magic
So
wall.
1 and 1. I'm gonna go ahead and build a road. Is there a road just to
There's
bridge me
the
here?
offerings there. and
Okay.
If one of those don't suit your fancy, then there's a straight one.
Okay. So into the spirit. And I'm going to cross into the spirit. Oh no, I don't have an artifact card, do I? Oh well, that is fine.
I got 1 if you want to trade.
Do you? What do you got?
Only that 1.
That's not an artifact.
Oh,
Um,
I don't have 1 then.
Nope.
I just got time, that's all.
Yes. Alright, well, I guess I have to call that for the moment.
Well, that is raw in there, isn't it? Put it in there. Oh, 4, okay. I get 3, 5 of those. So he gets 1. Okay. Just scraps. Religion. Okay, so I did 4. And how many of these points do you need to make a road?
2 of those, or 1 of these, and 1 of those.
2 of
2 of
Resources.
the resources. Yeah.
2 of
So
these.
2
Okay.
resources to build a road, or you can substitute 1 resource with a blood, sweat, and tears, because
Okay.
you're forcing your people to work.
And if you if you go between a road, that doesn't count as a blood.
So
Or-
it takes one to move, but as long as there's a road that you can travel, you can continue along the road.
So if you wanted to go through a road and stop at a location, that's one
Right.
move. And then if you want to do something there, or then whatever, move on to the next one.
So
that'd be
like
another
these
one.
are all connected to like this, or
These are connected, and that's connected. So
Yeah.
So if you wanted to get onto the road, you'd have to first move to here or here
Yeah.
to get to a road.
And then
Okay.
spend another point to move.
Right.
But if I like
Exactly.
use
You're
these 2
roaded
points,
through all of here.
if I use these 2 points, how could I build a road that would connect?
Yeah.
From like here
There
to
to
there.
there.
Right.
Right. And then you
And
can
then I
move
can
one.
ride it all the way home.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool. Do that.
As long as there's no hostile people in your
Yeah. Well.
Well.
Hi, buddy. Sorry.
So what happens then when you run into when you're
Another
crossing a
person.
border? Can you just go right?
Pass them.
Again, can you?
No.
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 So you're at this
Hold
So,
me up,
James.
but now there's a talk for you guys to
Yeah,
have.
Yeah.
you can.
Did
James might have
any more of my
a-
family members?
What?
Got any more of my family members?
I do. I've installed one into a nearby police station.
Thanks. Glad count on that guy. Glad he's
He's got Stockholm syndrome.
Well-
Thanks. Yes.
Well, if you want to like help out the kingdom, then that'd be
Well,
cool.
do you want to get past him?
Of course they do. But
Is there a toll in your kingdom to fast travel?
No, we're open and welcome,
thank
unfortunately.
you. Unfortunately, we're toward distraction.
Has James declared open borders or not?
I have not, but well, I guess we have to.
No. All right. So,
Damn it.
do I keep going, or that counts as a blood
I would
point?
think you keep going. If he doesn't
If he doesn't have an issue.
impede
Yeah,
you,
fair.
then you get to
Yeah.
keep going along the road. If he impedes you, then you have to pay another one to get past him.
Alright.
I would think that'd be fair.
1 point on my dice roll.
It could be
I
a
landed it
toll
open
or
and
a
welcome.
fight, because
Yes.
you could choose to fight
roll
it
the
out.
dice roll.
instead of
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
That's 3 on the dice roll. I'm gonna do what's that guy? Cup guy? Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely do him. That's Or
I think we're definitely gonna have to put a limit on like
What
the
you
number of
give up.
cards in your inventory. Just because it becomes unwieldy
I
with
dealt
the-
out too many, right?
Yeah.
I dealt out 60 instead of what we've been doing, which was
Yeah.
36. And so we.
It does mean getting to each one of these
Yeah.
is a lot. It just puts
It's
more
hard.
stuff in the
Yeah.
in the field. by
But then
default.
you also collect more of these
Uh-huh.
every turn,
Totally.
so it kind
It
of
does speed it up. You
Yeah,
get the
it's kind
use
of
of
a-
it a little bit
Yeah.
more. So
Well,
more stuff is happening.
I just am not getting any like objects either.
that's yeah.
I know, me neither.
I just got a bunch of like drifters and drifters.
And you got all sorts of objects.
I've got
Yeah,
a
my
few
whole family's
objects. I've got a few objects. I've got a worry spell. I've got a few spells, and I got a couple of people.
Yeah, I guess you have to be like next to somebody to trade with them, or to initiate a trade.
Yeah.
Yes, unless we have a character that can trade along trade routes.
All right. I'm pretty much done on that one, I guess. I can't take any more people.
You can't? Oh, you're at a limit of 4? Yeah.
I just really want to have an object.
No, you're at the limit of
One
6.
more.
Limit of
Two,
90.
no.
Yeah.
God, how many
I got a whole town in my
Oh,
deck.
wow.
And
Yeah.
We're ready to start your religion, sir.
I love it. So we gotta build an army.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
building. He's prepared
Ready for
to
the
go to
end.
war.
Yeah. So we can field an army soon.
Okay. You need discs.
What do you want to trade for the world, Kyle?
I treat everybody.
I need some
Um,
artifacts.
I don't
need-
have any artifacts
I
either.
need some
You
discs.
gotta wait till your turn. One of your
Okay.
turns to
Sorry,
trade.
sorry. Anticipation.
Let's see. I need mana, right? So white. I've got 2 kingdoms, and then the abundance thing. Now, what do we think? Choice or default to something? So, is it that the abundance of the religion just gives more blood, sweat, and tears as a layer down, or does it give the abundance of more religion? So more mana or something, or is it a choice?
I thought you just took the 2 mana for.
I took the 2 mana for the two towers.
Oh,
I've
I
got.
thought you said that you wanted to have the double.
I'm just trying to figure out where the abundance feels to you guys like a decent.
Yeah, double your
Mechanic.
mana's fine.
Well, I would think abundance would be resources instead of mana. So
Okay.
it's more. It could be mana. It really
if there's
could.
abundance of, if you're grounded on spirit, abundance of spirit would generate more mana.
Okay.
Abundance of whatever it is you're
Or like
attached
magic.
to.
Whoa, that's good.
Whatever you're
Yeah, you get
Abundance of
abundance.
opening and focus.
Yeah, that I have definitely expressed thoroughly
Abundance
throughout
of
this.
translation.
Yes. Well, okay, so I think it might be something like, what do you want to ground it in?
Yeah.
A set along these sets, right? So if the land doesn't do it, then you can ground in the workers, or the
Right. The abundance could be either land or what's attached to
So Knight of Swords, thinking of these as like combat point
combat point.
units, right?
Yeah.
So then I would apply it to that.
Okay.
And I would say more than anything, it's abundance. Choose between what you have
Right.
available, right? So-
If you're a sword wielder, you gain combat points.
Right. So I'm gonna do that and just get the second combat point for
Of the
that
abundance.
place. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right. So you're here?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to take over this kingdom.
Oh.
Or try to.
Thanks
Uh-huh.
for letting me know.
You just kind of rushed on by. I was like,
I
hey.
mean, you can have it for trade. You don't even have to like lift a finger.
I can have it for trade?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's trade.
Okay. What do you got?
Um,
What do you got for an entire kingdom of?
a kingdom in
Wands.
shambles, untended to and uncared for.
Hey, it needs a new
Hey,
tenant.
there's some real estate issues here. There's some leaks in the ceiling. I'm gonna have to pay a lot for this here. So I
No,
mean,
you're
come
good.
on.
You were about to destroy it.
Well, I was gonna just walk. It wasn't gonna be a lot stopping me. I mean, it was like the walls are rotting.
Listen, it's all
and-
coming down. So just you know.
That's an interesting concept. You put that on the kingdom, and it's that kingdom's crumbling.
Yeah. He's got the judgment card.
Yeah.
Just take it. Yeah.
So
what
what's it
about
cost to
happiness?
do it?
I will. Yeah. I'll trade it for happiness.
Trade for happiness?
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds like a good deal.
You are undermining our empires. We are the empire of the setting sun. There's not happy people here.
Well,
We-
I appreciate your undermining of the setting suns.
I do not. I do
I
not.
was trying to work a peace deal where everyone benefits.
Hey, I mean that's kind of the goal
He
here.
is he is the first conqueror on the field.
I haven't
my friend.
conquered anything.
He's just
I said some
made a
strong
police
words, an
station.
inflated elephant, and this
Uh-huh.
fine gentleman decided to say, "Hey, sir, there's no need for that," and we came to terms.
You traded it for measly happiness.
for a
For an
for
artifact
theoretical-
card. An artifact
Well, I can
card.
make a new tower somewhere in a better location.
True. True. We gotta fill up the rest of this side of the board.
I'm thinking.
I need to go.
Dimensions.
Where did I roll? Right there, 3. Okay, so all right. Then,
Do you
I'm
have to
measly
move
happy.
to the land to conquer it or not?
We probably should.
I
You
would
should
think
try.
so. Well, then what does this even entail? So you gave him a happiness. Does that mean that King of Wands and all of that is yours? now?
Mhm.
Just as
Under
is?
my control.
Okay. And do you have to move to it to do that?
well, I think there's an adjacent trade, just like anything else. Right?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sorry,
we're
yeah.
next
the
to
next to
adjacent,
each other. So
the
Close
adjacent
Yeah.
trade, yeah. That makes sense to me then.
yeah,
It wasn't a conquer. That wasn't combat.
no, well, it's just strong words.
Like it's easy to conquer.
Yes.
Got fucking-
No.
Discs.
Well,
Does that mean I start
Discs.
earning these
Well,
things?
it's alchemy because he's the king of wands, a magician trying
yeah.
to create wealth through magic.
yeah.
Oh, right. This was a very powerful corner card.
Yeah. Well,
We have a burgeoning empire
you,
on the rise.
you fucked it.
Right, 1 for the trade, 2 more.
Maybe he'll be nicer to us when he conquers the rest.
I know, right? We can only hope.
Okay,
There's
another
police
1
stations
to
on every
go
corner.
here.
Our final trump
Yes.
is we can.
Would you mind
We
if
can
I
end
took
the world
that king?
together.
I'm not going to
Well,
obstruct
save
you from
that.
taking
Okay,
the
say that for the
Queen
last
of
possible.
Pentacles.
Right.
I think we can still win.
Thank you.
Whatever the win
Turn it
is.
over.
The win is that there's
Queen
one
of Swords.
religion.
Might as well.
Now I might fight you
You
on
might
that
fight
one.
me for the Queen of Swords? Oh, right.
Ooh.
The king is swords.
How does that happen? I want to see it. I've been waiting for combat to occur.
Okay, so
I'm
how do we
excited.
combat?
Yeah.
Well, it's just our pieces there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it might be just as much as we can throw at each other.
But I have death.
How much are you willing?
So I just come at him. Bro.
Interesting.
I have death.
Indeed, you do have death.
Wish you had your
got the
happiness,
mana
don't
to
you?
pay for it.
Remember, death can't kill this. One of
This
those
makes it
characters.
makes it go out
Only
easy.
kill that.
Yeah.
It's like meth. Or meth.
I'll kill the Queen of Swords before I get
Morphine.
to you.
Morphine, that's what I meant, yes.
I'll sacrifice it to my moon gods.
Tell me of these moon gods. I've been dealing with these sun fellows all day long. Tell me of the moon.
The moon represents change.
The moon, you say?
Yes. It represents the world's change.
Oh, so
Every
you're saying
day.
that the fire goes away, the sun goes away?
Every day goes away.
I don't think you're gonna like that.
Well, they can't help that. They're
Oh,
part of the
sun does not
universe.
go well.
It's on the other side of the disc.
Does not go away so much as it actually just waxes and wanes. It's the moon.
I don't know. They're talking a lot of fiery, non-watery nonsense, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should
That's-
fight over this.
Without water, there is no life.
We give you vitamin D.
They got our daily supply of vitamin D.
Exactly.
I'm not your-
We keep
James,
your crops alive.
Without me, there would be no mackerels.
Well, all right. That's
We
fair.
got caviar in this religion.
But
Love
it's
me some
also the
mackerel.
sun and the blue-green algae is what feeds the mackerels. The sun in those upper layers of the ocean is crucial, actually, to the life of the
Development.
All right. Well,
So what you're
come to
saying
the
is that we
conclusion?
shouldn't be at odds with each other.
No. Well, when one religion founded in one universe, that is the hopeful conclusion to reach.
so then how do we satiate all these?
I think I think the
We need
religion
more
of the
happiness.
universe needs to be created.
Right?
How do we cast
Well-
the universe?
So right now, I noticed that there's some territorial disputes going
Yeah.
on with my
Police
radiative
states.
boundaries of my empire there, my emperor card.
Yeah, you could kill that and
we
then
can
it would solve a lot of
easily
problems.
reconcile. Well, that's a lot of killing. That's a lot of killing. Whose turn is it? It's your turn?
No, it's his turn still.
It's your turn still.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take that queen there, but,
But I'm not
it's
sure
like
I'm
for
happy
her
about
honor. And
So,
it's like, well, hang on.
well, if
I
you
just wanna
pledge
see
your
you
allegiance to the religion of the moon, I am willing to allow you to have my queen.
Because we got the two of us, right? We're the Empire of the Sun, and the Empire of the Moon is developing. Okay.
Okay. All right. Oh my gosh.
Now, my question to you, sir: do you really want to throw your lot in with the waning? Because we've established this is definitely the waning season for the Moon Clan.
I was just talking about the waning of the sun. I don't know. It says it happens every day.
It does happen every day. However, the moon waxes and wanes over a longer cycle. right?
Exactly, and
So-
it helps build.
So,
See, it stays there.
time.
It's got some longevity to it. In the day, it's
But-
just
but it's
sun
in the
dead.
wane-
Oh, sun
It
again.
is in the
Oh,
waning
yeah.
of the moon currently. So you're throwing your odds in with a longer bet.
the waning before the waxing again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe the timing is off.
The new
Exactly.
the new moon shall rise again.
It shall. It shall.
If there is a world left for it to rise upon, I have my hand on the button. Our empire has the judgment of the end of the
And
world.
we
And I have the ability to kill
time.
anybody.
I am welcome and open to all of this.
James, what I think you need to do to ensure that you don't get wiped out with a religious war is to unify the religions through the universal religion. You need to find some way of getting that power.
I was gonna let some nukes go off first.
Yeah, okay.
I just gotta build a path to the nukes.
You need to make your own World Economic Forum. It's like right here.
Yeah, because if you find all the
Get all the celebrities.
the coin cards, right?
Oh my gosh.
To build. Do we have a coin kingdom yet?
We haven't really
Kingdom?
been tracking
I
through.
have 2 queens over here.
We've got a
With the
wand
discs.
kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh,
We got
yeah,
a sword kingdom. We have a cup kingdom. We have a wand kingdom. We have a wand kingdom, and we have a cup kingdom.
Yeah, we don't have any
Don't
discs.
have
Disc
a-
kingdoms.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I've got one that I could.
Oh, pinnacle.
Oh.
I think I put a pinnacle down next.
Okay. Do you
I've
have
been waiting
Well,
to get
okay,
happiness.
so
right.
I guess I should keep
What
taking
happens
it
to the
per
cup?
turn.
I got
Okay, you
cups.
made a
Yeah,
persuasive
now you
case, and there's
cups
been
up.
dialogue in the World Economic. No, that
You
was
got
at
somebody
the.
cup.
No, I
UN.
do.
Yeah.
Not. I have
So are
discs, but
you joining
no
the religion of the
artifacts.
moon?
I think I've got a path. of-
Until you can do something more.
I think I'm gonna. I think I need to balance out the universe here of people. I have one more point there to move. Then I'm gonna move here.
Oh, you're not going to take the
No, I'm
the
not
queen?
gonna take the queen.
Oh,
No, you made a persuasive
Oh.
argument.
Okay.
You made a persuasive argument. I have a different path now. All right, 1, 2, 4. Oh, I don't have a artifact, do I?
No, you traded it to me. You traded it for that kingdom.
You know, you got strength as an artifact. It was
Strength.
The mackerel.
It was
Strength is an artifact. Okay.
Yes. It's a wand.
Okay.
All right, wands.
So be it.
I'll remember that about
Mm-hmm.
mackerels.
So you can go to sushi.
Yes.
Hey, you know what? I am the king of swords,
Actually,
and you
you see-
can't make sushi without weapons like
True.
swords.
Swords and water place.
So,
Right? Yeah. The moon.
but
Okay.
you still need the sun to see what you're doing.
No, you can use starlight.
That's
And there's fire. There's fire.
We are
Pretty bad
fighting
idea,
for
this
the
one.
starlight, my friend.
We own all the fire.
So what does this mean?
Wait, ooh. Which part?
So the collection of,
feel like a
of
territory.
wands that I own.
Wands that you do now own. So
Well,
you're not castling now, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's just garrison, like we were talking about, the
Gosh.
garrison level of it.
You know, I don't know because I did not expect
That to play out.
for the toppling of that corner to come at the cost of
I
happiness.
didn't know he was gonna pull up a bunch of stuff. I got happiness though, bro.
You gave away the seats of a
I'm happy
kingdom
about
here.
it.
Right?
I don't know why. But in my mood.
So yeah, I don't know because my religion wasn't founded off of a wand. So you're talking to as someone who's into my religion. So I don't know what had that effect on me whatsoever.
That was the old.
However, between you and him, I
You got
think
too many of my
there is
family
some-
members. It was getting weird.
There is some negotiations to be had.
It was mostly political, you know.
A
It
lot
was,
of political.
yeah, it was just political joining of houses and such.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's all good.
So now,
That's done
so
for.
we've got a lineage that is split in half currently. So it's all one family, but they're on a cultural divide about what's the one true religion.
right.
Indeed.
Okay.
One
That's
one
cool.
group is worshiping the sun as a provider of warmth, and the other is
And destruction.
worshiping as destruction and death.
Cool.
That's interesting.
Well, all right. I'm
I
gonna
think
leave it at that.
we need a
All right.
unification thing going here. Okay, so I get 1, 2.
Well, it's less about destruction; it's more about domination. That's what the Emperor
Yeah.
Setting Sun's all about.
Yeah.
Taking over the
domination.
board without even.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Killing
one of
anybody.
these.
One true religion.
And then I roll 1. Okay, I'm gonna take the queen let's. Oh, Gaia.
Nice.
Ooh,
Gaia.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that makes sense.
that does
It's
make
fitting.
sense.
Yeah, with Gaia's land on my side.
We're gonna have to-
Now the land itself, the land and
Burn.
moon are coming together.
Yeah.
burn the world.
It's a good world. Well,
Uh,
there's the Trump card.
But after burn the world. Well, I like it.
I think I'm going to have to place Queen of Swords
Okay.
with
Ooh.
a sword
Yeah, you got the selection.
on her so that she can defend our land of Gaia from the heathens that are encroaching upon our lands.
Infidels who are inbound. All right.
You got a
I
nice
hope
police
so.
station up the
There,
block.
there's a pretty
You
like
should be
solid wall of
protected.
swords
Yeah,
Yeah.
across
see
that,
that.
land.
I see that. So this isn't a castle yet, right?
Not
This is
yet.
No, it's not a castle
Okay.
yet.
Just garrison.
So, as the emperor, like, so there's this possibility of anyone who's in,
Mm-hmm.
just they get mana from me every turn, but they just pay 1 blood, but they get as many mana as they have towers that are in my control.
Mhm.
So this really works out for them as to do that.
Yeah,
because they
with
have
more
2
towers. If they have
yeah.
2 towers, then yeah, they would benefit from that.
And I'm thinking about the ability to send garrisonable people out, like missionaries, because like here we've got people that we're grounding with artifacts, right? We're giving them weapons basically to go into these territories. Could an aspect of the Emperor of the Setting Sun be to be able to field without artifact?
Field without
As a
artifact.
missionary.
Okay.
Purely.
Missionary.
It depends on what you're trying to do, I
An
suppose.
apostate,
What can be
apostate
done?
of religion.
Yeah. What are you trying to do with that?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out, or I don't know, I'm just trying to play around.
Oh
with
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Trying to figure just the radiative,
Influence.
yeah, because I'm also thinking about the armies, the conquering thing, like how we get them onto the field in general.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any artifacts, so I was trying to build up to an
Oh,
army,
I see. Because
to
I
be
no, I
honest,
understand.
but,
Yeah.
yeah. But I want some armies on. Actually, wait.
So
hold
yeah,
on.
once you field, so you can't field
Mhm.
without
So I need my
without an artifact.
Right.
But
Yes.
then when you have a landed space, then you can missionary out
Yeah, and I would think that
to
your,
any
an apostate
Yes.
could move to anywhere within your
within the boundary of that.
of your
Right.
field of
So
influence.
So
for
doing
that
that on
religion.
an edge means that naturally you won't have a very wide
Large area.
right.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're doing that anyway, you're not intending to do
Take my
big
blood,
religion
sir.
into
Right.
your space.
Gladly.
No, it works out. That's pretty good. I like
So
that.
we can send apostates.
Apostates can travel within the area of influence
Yeah.
Okay.
of your religion,
Uh-huh.
and they can't go outside of, but they may be able to
Ah.
spread it with
Okay.
with mana points or something. They can
Uh-huh.
spread it out
I
instead
mean, it
of
depends
instead
on
of
what they
once, like,
do. I mean, if
tiers.
you're going to another tower and you install it in that tower, however that
Yeah.
means, then, well, I don't know what you would. I don't know. I don't know how the missionaries would actually function.
Can we trade?
Me?
I want to go ahead and put the world into your hands so that you can
Oh,
have that. Can I get any artifact you don't want?
I don't have any.
You do. You've got 1, 2,
Which one?
3.
Cups?
Yeah, 2 cups and a wand.
Here. Do you want the cups?
Any one you don't want.
Well, I like them all.
Cool.
They're really cool.
They are pretty
Except for
cool.
my happiness, it's worth a lot. It's entire civilization. I have.
Yes, apparently. All right, so we're gonna put the queen
It's the first NFT.
here, on the spirit, and we're going to go ahead and put a castle there too, please.
Oh,
Something on
Anything?
here's the brains.
Fauci
Oh yeah,
Council.
Perfect.
Fauci Council.
Fauci Castle.
there.
So that was for my
That should've
dice
been
roll
over there.
I know,
Yeah,
right? And gosh, so
3 cards. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Two
Wheel of Fortunes,
huh? I figure what I could do with those before I can really kind of want to take it.
Ace of Cups.
Take it. The devil sold. I'll play into this religious battle.
No, I mean, you're a fire religion, so
Yes, sir.
now you obviously are going to hell.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm gonna have a hell to send y'all to.
That's
Oh,
right.
I'm-
Okay.
Distilling.
There's your story.
I have been
Oh.
distilling a hell this entire time.
Distilling your religion from the religions, the religion of the sun to the religion that sends people to hell through the sun.
Did that spin all my cards?
Yeah,
You just
I think
did.
that was a lot of moves.
Yeah.
Well, did you do the 4 too?
Yeah.
You traveled all the way over there.
Yeah. Okay.
Got 8 cards.
All right. I guess that's it for now.
Yeah.
Oh, I can still
Build
lay
roads.
down roads, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's get a road. I want to pull one. There.
Between these two.
Yeah.
That it for you, wife?
About
Yeah.
What time is it?
At 12, I think.
It's 11:43.
Okay.
it's pregnant lady who promised not to sleep. with
Oh,
me
you're good,
tomorrow.
wife.
Yeah, 6. Let's do, where am I? I'm over here. This guy.
You guys have something really interesting going.
Oh, it's been great.
Please don't stop.
Yeah.
Is that the last one? Is that the power shift?
Yeah.
Power shift.
Oh no! What a card to come up last.
So now we have to, in order to achieve the star religion, the universal religion, we have to power shift. Oh, great.
Uh-huh.
Does this mean we have to put down our swords and
Oh my god.
try to come
We
together?
have to trade our.
Well, that's a truce offer, costs, and then you find out afterwards.
Let's see. Oh man.
Well,
Okay,
Oh.
the unending tide is about change.
Uh-huh.
I am willing to change my religion, my religious beliefs, and not force everyone into my religion.
Legit. I respect that. Only so far as it
But
takes
to somebody
you.
else who won't.
Yes.
I'm going to kill whoever won't let that happen.
discharging.
Seems like that religion is a one-time
Actually,
application.
Well, so far I have
Irreversible.
shed no blood, and I have stepped into no circumstance of conflict with any person in my quest for my one true religion. I am sincere, and it must be mine.
I wanted to last time, but I rolled a 1.
Are you going to attack me?
I wanted to
I'm so
last
excited.
time, but
Yes.
I rolled a 1. I'm like, come on.
All right. Oh no. Okay. What is there to attack? All right, you're coming. You got a pretty solid wall there, man.
I only have the 2, but they're working in conjunction of each other.
Look,
They'll
we got
behead
the
anyone.
wall.
Yeah,
I
you
said
guys have,
you're a wall to get through.
yeah.
You guys got a good corner down here.
Damn police station. Well, this one's me.
Oh, this is you
Yeah.
guys.
So if we can just get
Are you
this
ready
last.
to join the
Who's this?
universal religion? Yes or what?
Who's
That's the
this?
question. That's it, James. For
Yeah, that
now.
was James's first
Over
one.
now. You want to trade this corner pocket?
What's up?
You want to
this
trade the corner pocket?
My abundance.
Abundance, no.
Do you want, his question to you is more: do you want to join our revolution?
Or be like slaughtered.
Words of the Emperor.
We're
coming
trying to
through
be
your
nice.
mouth. So I don't get destroyed.
Trying to be. Listen, this was a courtesy, but we're gonna take it back.
There's a disturbance in the force.
Yeah, James, I was trying to warn you about these crazy sun worshippers.
He told you the whole time.
Remember
He
the
saw it
mackerel.
coming. He saw this coming from the start.
Remember
The
the
Emperor of the
mackerel.
Setting Sun seemed benevolent for some
Alright.
weird reason.
I'm just gonna.
Hmm.
That'll probably be it for me on this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Saber in the night?
No, I mean like on that turn.
Oh, okay.
No. I'll make a road though.
I do like building roads. Wait, how are these things happening?
That's what I've been saying is the
Playing
difference
religion.
between doing religion
Right.
or doing resource generation
Mhm.
from these, and then choosing military buildup instead.
Right. So these
Oh.
castles produce either this or that,
Okay.
and this is for combat,
Uh-huh.
and that's for
Do you
general
decide
building.
which one's which?
Yeah, I've been taking one or the other.
Oh, I didn't know that.
How do these work? No. So are we just using them kind of arbitrarily, or are they?
I had intended to use them on him in that
Okay.
original
Oh,
little
cool.
thing if he was gonna be resistant, but he wasn't. So I still have them.
Trade it
But
for
say
happiness.
if
Yeah.
what was drawn was market, is that a combat card?
Oh, I
or-
wasn't using them for that
Okay.
phase of it. I was mostly just counting the
they're
the token.
they're like little units, like throwaway units for combat. I would
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay,
if I
like a
needed
hit
to
point or
add
something.
more oomph to the attack or whatever, I could expend these guys for that. Something like that.
Or do you need to get hit like 5 times and then you're done?
We don't know yet.
Something like that?
Yeah, we were not sure because we were talking about what each unit costs
Right.
and whatnot. So something like that.
Or like 10.
And so you can't. Okay, you can use blood, sweat, and tears to attack people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Oh,
then use
okay.
those as additive. Okay.
Yeah. Essentially, just more numbers on the
Uh-huh.
pile
Love
of resources you can expend, right? So, right. Then I had to do a couple things. One was the points, the resources. 2 was the blood, sweat, and tears for each of the things. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just for the cards. So 1 for my regular turn, and then mana.
You have 4 character cards.
Two religions. I
Man,
have
I
2
got
character
this one.
cards, and I have 2 towers generating the work on the land, which is either the. Oh wait, no. Did I do that wrong? I did that wrong. Because that's what these are from those things. Then it was the abundance that I was going to say from the choosing from which of the 3 things you have underneath in order to get the extra point from. From the land, from the artifact, or from the religion, right? So one of those as blood, sweat, and tears as the abundance card. Then roll 1. Then what can I do? Guys, what happened to all your cards? Oh. Hiding. Got it. he's
strategy.
in the. I see. I get it. All right. First thing I suppose we need to go ahead and build up this empire. Empire of excellence. Excellence and strength and
I think I got a sister you might want.
facilitation. Wait. You've got two sisters, and I got one of them. Hi, wife.
Creepy.
It's political, wife.
Yeah.
It's political. Religion's very political.
There's nothing else to grab on the board, though, either, is the thing.
Yeah. It's kind of this wall of fire.
Pretty much whatever's left in our pools is all there is. Does not bode well for me.
You try to like come after our empire.
Oh, I'm not trying to attack you full on. I'm just trying to build up what I've got. So, something like roads.
If we do get rid of that police state.
We can attack it
Okay.
if we want to.
Okay.
You could trade for it.
You good,
Or we can trade for it if he wants to.
Well, I feel like I've got something at least here
He's got
with
something
the
going.
with the,
Pretty
with the wand
Pretty
corner.
impressive. That was quick.
I don't have any other space to move into with that necessarily, except for discharging. It's just like discharging coins.
Yeah.
I throw coins at you.
Charging spirit.
I don't know. I'll go over there. Just build up my empire around here.
Do you have an
I
artifact?
don't have an artifact, no.
You can mulligan that out if you want.
I'd also have to spend an extra point to move there versus.
Roading around.
Yeah. This is
Well, you
yours.
can't road around. Yeah, that's fine.
I'd have to road that
Yeah.
way, which I can.
Oh, that's yours.
Well, there's just not a road that leads to that card.
Right.
No, is this your tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your turn.
I couldn't remember who put that on there. That one's yours too. The clock.
Yeah, clock's mine too. Yeah, I'm straight up that
Straight
line.
up, yeah.
And you're straight on this side?
Yep.
Nice.
And I got this bowl.
Alright, well, it looks like he's about to fill in this little corner.
You wish
I
it
don't
was-
have the ability yet.
Okay.
Um,
How many more
I'm
artifacts
just holding
you
the space.
I just got the
Oh, you're out of artifacts.
Oh no, I can. I can do a missionary thing. I don't know what that would do to that space. But
No,
it would
don't-
hold.
Don't you now you need to declare allegiance to the Emperor of the Sun to gain the apostasy power, don't
Oh,
you?
is that what that was? I didn't know it was tied to
It's
that.
a-
I thought it was a general rule about having a religion and being able to cast missionaries into the space.
we
Oh,
can
okay.
before the
As just
Sure.
a one card thing. But I don't know what. Again, I didn't even know what the missionaries would do. I don't think we came up
What
with
does the land do? That you could put that on.
what. What is it?
What is the
Discharging?
apostate?
The discharge.
Yeah, so he could be what you call it? You place the apostate on discharging. He could go through and remove other religious
Influences.
influencers. He could what does he call it? What is it? I'm getting tired. What was it? The Inquisition. It's the Inquisitioner. He could take over other people's religious icons.
Well, hang on. I think of another possible way of bringing in the rest of the cards and not getting stuck into not having cards here.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so you have these ones in the middle, and they're all surrounded. So when you do that, you're literally having to put your missionary card into those spaces. If there's not something already there, then perhaps either in this spot or let's just say off of the board on these outer spots. If you have one of these sideboard pieces, it's like an exploration. Go get another card from the pile, right? You're doing the exploration. Might be more random than what's on the board to some degree because it's just in that stack, but that can be used to take one out of your take one for your. You're not getting as much points, blood, sweat, and tears by not having him in your deck, but it gives you the opportunity to basically explore out of that land. Maybe even if I had my character and had to stick it out there, but to get another card from the pile, wherever it went. These guys. Or wherever our leftover stack was. But that way, anybody who's been ousted of the spaces or not left with nothing on the board, exiled essentially, can go be an exiter for a second and do some stuff and then
You
come
can do
back
that?
in, right?
Okay.
I'm just proposing a possibility of what missionaries could do to make them useful outside of just influencing those territories.
So you just tap them for a while. They get you a card pull.
Yeah, something like that. Even that, just tap them. That's a better way to do it. Just tap them as long as you have a thing on the outside.
What's the problem?
These are out of play, basically.
Okay.
It's not generating the regular mana. Instead,
So
it might be
But it generates a card.
Yeah,
something
instead.
like that.
Here's the cards.
Okay, that's interesting. I like that mechanic.
You might even. I think you'd still even need to like pay to get
Okay.
one. You're still doing
Something
an
like that.
exploration,
Some kind of point.
right?
Every
So,
time.
yeah.
Makes sense.
So you can keep them tapped, and then just keep paying
So you
to
just
get
begin a
more.
stack. So you can do that like throughout the game. at
Something
some
like
point.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, just a way to keep it going.
Okay.
But that's the way I'm thinking about it.
Okay. My turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Nothing else is sticking in there.
2, 3. A mana. And I get a combat one instead of a resource one. Okay, roll. 3. Okay, well, I'm getting tired, so I'm thinking this is going to be my final one. So I'm going to move to 2, and I'm going to initiate religious combat with the Emperor of the setting sun.
Okay. How do we do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Here we go.
Because it's not just the Emperor of the Setting Sun, it's the whole Empire of the Setting Sun. So you're
Right.
looking at a solid
And
chunk of
all
blocks
connected,
there.
all
Yeah.
connected
All
peoples.
connected
All
people.
encompassing
Uh-huh.
fire.
So yeah, I don't know how the combat
And
goes. So we
face.
could talk about how combat works this
Because
time.
you haven't advanced an army. You're just there as by yourself, literally. And
Whoa, whoa.
I'd say that
I think it really comes down
you're
to.
going to get kind of trounced.
I think it comes down to how many connections are available at that point. You know, standing army or not, if the moves are free to move into that space, then anyone's got anything that's connected into that.
Uh-huh.
Also
So-
begs the question of removing roads specifically,
Uh-huh.
paying to remove roads to stifle movement,
Stifle inroad.
To
Yeah,
stifle the,
to stifle reinforcements.
the
and
But
stuff.
just now that
propaganda.
you're in there,
Uh-huh.
oh, stifle reinforcements from him.
From wherever
From
they're
anywhere?
getting
Oh, yeah.
detached from, right? Say he still controlled that and that got destroyed.
So you have to pay like
Then that would cost more movement per like whatever unit of reinforcement that's getting
Uh-huh.
moved through there or something like that.
you'd have to pay like 3 points
So-
or 4 points to get rid of it or something. I like the
I'd say you need to play down
A card.
your army. Roll
So-
pretty much whatever your attack cards are into a circumstance.
So then my army, I'd have.
Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? This is our first combat moment.
Well,
no.
and this is a
This is a
religious
really large
trade it for
combat.
happiness.
right. This is
Yes.
going to be religious combat, not physical combat. So it's got to be. It's
What
going
is
to be a little bit
religious
different.
combat?
Well, we have to use magic against each other. Our beliefs, not our
to
weapons.
some degree, it's about convincing the masses, let's say, rather than the just outright destruction. Though it could be just outright
Let's-
destruction.
Let's do so.
It's more legit.
Shall we go to war, or shall we seek to appeal to the
Oh,
masses?
you gotta go work first. I haven't seen anything.
Well, this is a question between me and this gentleman here.
Well, I've been sitting in my own territories, not messing with anyone else, and you've encroached upon my lands repeatedly.
I have not touched your land
You've
once.
encroached. I didn't say touch.
I've been
encroached.
exploring. I've been merely
In
trying to
civilization,
illuminate.
whenever you put a little city next
Illumination,
to
my
a person's
friend.
land,
I saw darkness and I wanted to bring some light so we could
Fog of
see.
war.
Yes, just to drive back the fog of war.
see the pug war.
That was the only reason. I had no malign.
I remember somebody building the cups of fractal waters that destroyed.
That's a pretty counter artifact. Yeah, that's a pretty Very specific counter
Very
artifact.
specific.
Maybe if you turn it over.
That's true. If you
would trust it with.
exactly,
Yeah.
if you were willing to release your hold upon that artifact, I am willing to withhold my religious
Wrath.
religious war on you.
Now, that is the seat of my religion, actually. That is where my religion is founded, and it would destabilize my tower if I were to pull that artifact out.
But
It would no longer have a
You give
religion
him
at
control
all.
of it and take your tower to elsewhere.
you could.
Take
You
your
could-
tower elsewhere.
You could move your kingdom away from mine in a show of good faith.
Well, how
In-
much
in-
would that
in-
cost? It's not a cost, my friend. I see no red blood in front of me. At this
How
moment.
much would it cost to do so for you, sir?
To move an entire tower? Where would I move it? To breaking bread together, because everywhere else is towered. So I pretty much have that one slot adjacent. So we could break bread together.
I
You could
prefer
make the
breaking
move.
bread together than breaking my religion.
We can make the move to break the bread together under the statement that
I am
The
willing
sun
to help
is
pay for
under-
this move.
saying that the moon is a valid religion,
Yes.
a valid and true religion under the sun.
I appreciate the acknowledgement of my deep-seated personal
This
beliefs.
is the breaking bread. This is the breaking bread offer, my friend.
I am totally willing if you are willing to give up the cups of fractal artifact.
If I give up the cup of fractal artifacts,
Yes.
and then you are seating,
And I move
the
your
moon
kingdom to the
is
bread,
under
breaking bread.
the sun. Totally. But you're seating that the moon is under the sun.
The moon is under the sun, but it
Excellent.
doesn't control the moon.
Well, this is the stakes at hand here. 'Cause I will make these gestures. I will return this weapon of your ultimate destruction.
The
to your
sun-
own
the-
hands.
the
I will
sun
move to the breaking
is-
bread.
The moon is only under the sun for half of a day.
This is a yeah okay.
Then
When
the other
moon
half
is
of the
awake,
day.
when the moon is awake, she's under the sun. The rest of the time, she may sleep.
If you're willing to concede that for half the day's time the land is ruled by the moon,
Only when the sun is not
I
paying
agreed.
attention.
Agree. When the sun is not, when the sun has abdicated its power, and moved to the opposite side of the
But the
disc.
sun has not necessarily ever abdicated its power so much as went to provide greater power to its masses in other areas.
There is no other arears. This is our land. It is the disc of land. What are you speaking of?
Where does the moon go?
Below.
Well, the underside, the elephants and the turtle under the disc need some sun too, right?
I agree.
That's reasonable.
Yes.
Yes.
So-
at the end of the day, when the great turtle eats the sun,
So then we are settling the hierarchy of the universal religion. Well, I guess we have
Oh,
an
that's
outlier
interesting.
here who's not at this table currently. We've got
should we work together to blot out the unbelievers?
Yes, thank you. I was hoping you would say that.
I have not unbelieved anybody.
Say that.
Hey.
Okay. We can,
You both have told me about this like day-night cycle thing that seems to be happening around me. I've been oblivious to it my whole life, but I mean, you guys seem to be right.
I mean, without you won't have the mackerels.
yes,
It makes a good
no
point.
mackerels.
It makes a good point.
It takes the sun as well, though.
It's true. So, you know, I'm
But-
kind of cool with it.
We are kind of coming to an agreement just to blot out non-believers.
And I agree with that. I am all about killing the non-believers
Yes, and establishing the one true religion
of the universe.
of the universe.
I am all for this.
Okay, so then you guys are agreeing to kill everybody who stays inside and doesn't ever see the sun. You're gonna
Oh
die
no!
anyway.
Just anyone who doesn't see to
Or
our
see sunlight
authority
or the moon.
on the board.
Exactly.
Just anyone who doesn't see to our authority on the board.
Okay, now the tip comes out.
Yes.
I don't like this.
This was the path that played out. It could have easily gone the opening and welcome everyone at the table route. See, look, breaking bread together. I'm negotiating the moving of
of your
not
kingdom.
the true seat of power, because that's there. We're moving that one over, right, to the breaking bread, and making it a.
I am
balanced-
conceding half of the time of a full day to the seat of power to the sun. The other half is mine.
There are 16 hours in the day.
Um,
in
true.
this season right here. So.
Depends when
Depends
and where
on the
you are.
season.
Well, also long nights.
In
on-
this part
on
of the
the
world,
disc.
in this part
Oh, I
of the world,
see.
however,
I see. Yes. Well.
So are we moving the kingdom? Or the kingdom and you giving me the access to the fractal cups?
and you are ceding power to the sun, though.
Only for half the day.
Only for half the day, but however, as the Emperor of the Sun, with this radiative effect that is still under the sun in the hierarchy, that during that half of the day, you have full move as you wish.
Rain.
However, it still is ultimately under, and so you would be falling into a tiding.
Well, only once the kingdom or the religion of the universe is created. Until then, I can't concede full power.
Ooh.
Now you're
Yeah.
asking me to give you the cup.
I'm asking you to move
and,
your
and
kingdom.
To move my kingdom.
Yes.
And to basically
To
do
avoid war.
everything, but you are losing nothing. I am the only one that is losing.
Are
until
you
down
are
the
you
line.
losing?
I don't know. It depends on what happens.
You
in
really, you
between
really want
then
that
and
cup.
now. I know.
Sounds like
I'd rather fight to the death.
Okay, fine. War.
There it is.
Well, I just have never. We haven't seen a fight yet.
I don't.
want to see a fight.
I do
That's
too.
basically
Yeah.
it.
That's basically why I attacked. I
Yeah.
wanted to see us
That's
fight.
great. So how do we do it?
I don't know, but I was
Okay.
thinking that I would summon the priestess with the Ace of Cups.
to go against your cups.
Where's the
It's
battle
gonna be
taking
a cup
place?
battle.
Right
It's
here?
taking place here.
Okay.
And I would like to cast magic.
And now, as it is taking place there, it is the seat of an empire.
Yes.
And so you're contending with the rest of the empire.
What?
You're contending with the rest of the empire.
Yes, there's nothing else I can do about that. This is the end of the game. So, for me,
You are casting a priestess.
I'm casting the priestess with the Ace of Cups.
Okay, and since I don't have any of that,
Mm-hmm.
since it's not my turn, what does that mean?
Well, I think you have defenses that you can pull in.
Okay. So I'll kind of spend. So I'm spending these
Mana.
to cast.
That's what. Yeah,
those?
and I'm
Okay.
using these to cast my spells. So
I feel like through my turns I have not been drawing my
enough mana.
but that's okay.
Yeah,
I've
is
been not doing a lot of
yeah,
things.
exactly.
Which
Just-
part is the mana?
Seeing
The
to the
rocks.
flow of the game.
Like, what does it represent? Or like, which thing
So I
represents
will
the mana?
cast-
Oh, we've been using these things
Oh, that's what these
in
are.
association with
devil?
the religions.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
casting the devil.
Yes. And the Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
In response to your Ace of Cups and your Priestess.
In response to your devil with the fortune, I'm going to cast, I guess, power
Okay.
and death
Power of death.
on. Well, I thought it was just in there, but okay, I guess it would be on
Well,
the.
is it on a specific person? Or is it on?
Well, I'm thinking like magic rules here. Where this is the player getting attacked, right? Or
Right.
the
the kingdom.
entity that's getting attacked, right? So then, this is in defense of that,
Uh-huh.
and this is
the
what's
attack
attacking
of that.
that.
And then
So
what-
that
whatever
kills
the-
this or does
Well,
that
so
kill
then
that?
this
buffs
has got
this.
yeah, this has
Yeah.
all the benefits of this,
Uh-huh.
right? So whatever the stack is here, he has to get through in
all
order-
of it
all
in
of
order to destroy everything.
Right. So, I mean, just thinking
and
about
its full buff of all of its
all the
times.
Right.
right, which would be a lot easier if we had all of the actual
I know.
like symbols and stuff. But just going generally off of it, let's just say let's count for now 1 point for each item.
Right.
Okay. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, these
No,
are
your
not
fault's
these.
not mine.
Yeah, these are.
That's
Oh,
the-
oh,
that's
oh,
the-
oh, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So 5
Yeah.
of those. Plus, let's say 6 for the thing itself.
Okay.
Um,
And maybe what's the Oh,
Rest, I don't think.
This is
Wait
the
a
ultimate
second,
rest
yeah.
card.
Oh my gosh. Rest of death.
This is the end of the kingdom.
So, 2, 4, do I?
5. So I did
I
not.
have a chance to cast one more card into that mix, right?
You do.
Because I've got 1 mana left to cast. And
Now, I guess maybe keep in mind in this kind of combat that most likely these cards, you're losing all the cards.
Right. You're
that-
not going to have
like
them out
anything that's
Yes.
not permanent, you're losing it pretty
Right.
much. So, just throw crap at it at your own risk.
well, this
Final
is the
battle, of course, so
Yeah.
that's the time to do it. But
Kyle, if I lose in the world. So, you ready to move forward, sir?
So now you get to make a move after I made a move.
So,
So
see what your religious zealotry has brought to the world?
I offered you a
We could have all
truce.
been one.
I
country, one.
offered you a truce, but you didn't want to let my religion exist. You wanted me to fold into the sun.
I did. I did.
Cups for nothing.
I know. All right, so
Cups to my
I'm
eye.
gonna cast in the other Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
I got 2 full complete Wheels of Fortune and a Devil defending against your cards there.
Then I will cast a Knights of Wand. And I've got 1 more mana. And I'm going to hang you.
So that's 3 cards. I've got defense. You've got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 cards. So those 3 are dead. And so, what is that? Is that saying that knocks my castle
I don't
off?
think that knocks the castle off. I think that knocks the people occupying the castle
Well, I
off.
think that there's 3 there and 3 there, and that's 6, and that bits us even, which means that he survives.
Oh, yeah.
He would survive.
Right. So,
The
so
battle.
as a baseline,
Oh.
yeah, that would probably
Oh, yeah,
be the
so-
case. Now,
Yeah.
once we had affinities and included all the other little
Exactly.
things, I think we probably get a more fine-tuned version of it.
Exactly.
But for now, that's fine. Right. Okay.
Okay. But I'm done.
Yes.
I'm done.
Okay.
I think that was fine. That was fine.
I wanted to end it on combat.
I will
so.
play that for my.
The universe.
The universe
All right.
ends.
Since you put the
Yes.
moon out of its misery.
That was awesome.
All right. Good game, guys. Good
All
game.
right,
was
that
good.
was fantastic.
I want to end the world real quick.
Okay.
Oh, please.
Well, no, yeah, that was the end of my turn. That's not the end of. That's his
What do
turn.
you guys want to
Without
keep
cards.
playing?
I think we're.
I know
think
it's
we're-
pretty much bedtime.
Yeah.
It's like, how would you end the world? You just like.
Well, you'd have to gather enough mana to
Okay.
Cast
to cast them.
the set of things.
How
The
many-
judgment on the universe.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fucking,
You can cast all 4 of those
yeah.
onto that fire.
And then fucking world and time. Take the power down. Destroy everybody left.
All right.
That was a fun one. We got through almost a full game, guys.
Full game without half of the mechanics.